offensively. Willie drives to the length of the court. Nobody stops the ball, and she lays it up from the right block. 7-0, Eagles in the lead. Deitmeyer at the left elbow goes backdoor. There's Geider, lays it up and in. Nice recognition from Deitmeyer, seeing Geider going backdoor, and the Eagles lead by 14 right now. Martin's on the right block, takes the shot over Reimer, got it to roll around and stays down, and Postville is back within 3. Deitmeyer at the elbow, catches it just off the right elbow, up and in from the free throw line, 15-footer. Eagles back up by a dozen. Here is Clayton Ridge back offensively. They'll dribble out the clock and the game comes to an end. Well, Clayton Ridge raced out to a double-digit first-half lead. Postville made a couple of runs, got back within 3 in the third quarter. But the Eagles with a strong finish. They put up 21 points in the closing quarter. They win going away. The Eagles, their first win of the season. They win by a final score of 57-39. 3 minutes into our opening quarter. Helly open, right baseline, 17-foot jump shot, left it short. Rebound into the hands of Mosier. Takes it up from the left side, banks it up and in. And the Eagles lead 7-0. A great start here on the road. Minikue drives down, loses the ball, but into the hands underneath the basket to Jacobs, who feeds it right side to Downing. Baseline 12-footer, it is good. Set shot from the right baseline. They're back within 1. Ellie left side, nice backdoor feed to Miller. It's wide open, lays it up and in from the left side using the right hand. He cut baseline. 6-0 run by the Eagles and back up by 7. As Ross feeds it back over to Mosier. He's got a lane to the basket, pulls up middle of the lane. 8-foot jump shot, it is good. Nice looking jump shot, found himself free in middle of the lane. Eagles have their biggest lead of the half right now at 26-14. So the Eagles here keeping the throttle down in the third quarter. Back out on top to Mosier. Mosier drives in, pulls up from the elbow. 12-footer, leaves it short off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound, double pump, put back, banks it up and in from 8 feet away off the left side. So this is a 16-0 run to start the third. 10 seconds to go, still a 40-point lead. Martinez drives in, takes a little one-handed runner, banks it up and in. Nice drive by Martinez. He has scored late. Smith dribbles out the clock and the game comes to an end. The Eagles led by 12 at the half, but a dominating third quarter. They outscored Postville 20-2 in the third quarter, and they win going away. 61-23, that's the final score. The Pirates held to 9 second-half points. The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's a Monday night special tonight on KCTN. Edco takes on MFL MarMac. First off, we have the girls' game. The Edco girls have plenty of newcomers, and they're off to a solid start. They look for a repeat of last year's victory. For MFL MarMac, the new-look Bulldogs, they're off to a solid start as well. 2 victories last week, and this team remembers the loss from a season ago. They look forward to this matchup. It's Edgewood Colesburg and MFL MarMac. We'll start the Chalk Talk for the girls' game coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
While out and about, don't find yourself stuck at the side of the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines of tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going, either on your farm or on the road.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday.
A 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain, The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling. Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkburg, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. And by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz. Coach, your team dropping that decision Friday night, 47-43 to Alburnett. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, that was a game where we came out and played really well in the first half. We were ahead by 6 at halftime. The girls handling their man-to-man defense well all night. Then in the second half, it just got to be a close game at the end, and they hit shots at the end. The last 2-3 minutes of the game, they hit 2 threes to go up by 6 at the end, and we just happened to miss our shots at the end, so we just came up a little bit short on the night.
Yeah, certainly had the opportunity in that ball game. All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight then.
Yeah, at the guards tonight will be Addie Kirby and Campbell Kirby. Will be starting at the guards. At the forwards will be Skylar Meyer and Ellie Kirby, and then at center would be Audrey Helmerks.
All right, some of the kids coming off the bench for you then.
Yeah, off the bench tonight will be Marin Gowell, Brooke Bollinger, and Claire Alvis.
All right, now turning our attention to MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
Yeah, they're going to be ready for us. We got one from them last year at our place last year, so I'm sure they probably had this one marked on the calendar. If I know Coach Winters, they'll be ready for us, and they're a team that's going to be up on you, man-to-man, full court all night long. So we're going to have to be ready to handle a little bit of ball pressure all night and be able to execute and run our man offense on the night.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
Yeah, the biggest thing is for us, I mean, it's kind of been our Achilles heel all year long is, just turnovers, just making the right decision when to pass it inside and when not to, and just taking care of the basketball and not turning it over. Once we get into our half court set, we usually execute well and do a nice job of scoring. So we just got to handle the ball and know when to not turn the ball over.
All right, and I think you're pleased with what you guys are doing defensively?
Yeah, well, defensively on the year, it's been great. I couldn't ask much more. The other night, we're holding teams in the 30s and 40s. The other night against Cal Wheat, they only scored 10 points in the second half on our comeback win, and we only gave up 15 points in 3 quarters in that game also even. But, so yeah, I mean, defensively, the effort's there all night.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Yep, thanks, Dan. Looking forward to it.
You betcha. Edco girls basketball coach Steve Putz on his Viking team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
With American Family Insurance, you've got the ultimate road trip companion. Our travel peace of mind package is there to help when things don't go as planned. From roadside assistance to rental car coverage, I'll help you prepare for bumps in the road while you pack your bags. Just ask me how.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Sode's Green Acre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Green Acre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Kanako Floor Covering in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Ray's Excavating in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point and Delhi, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Jason Winter. Coach, your team now 2-1, defeated Lansing Keyhigh on Friday night. Final score there 53-42. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, up at Lansing, it's always a tough place to play, and we got off to a really slow start. I think the first quarter score was 6-4. We just didn't have any rhythm. I don't think we really got after it the way we were capable of, and we just kind of struggled most of the night. I mean, we held the lead throughout the game, but we just kind of struggled to about probably midway through the fourth quarter, and then we started clicking and actually had it up to about 17, 18-point lead and started subbing and on some other kids to get in and play. So we need to get off to a faster start.
All right, now let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
We'll go with the two Moons, Grace Anderson, Hannah Bogdanovich, and Ashley Shaw.
All right, and some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Off the bench, we'll go with Caitlin Pika, Autumn Shaw, and possibly Keegan Eckert and Cora Keener.
All right, now turning our attention to Edgewood Colesburg, what do you know about the Vikings?
Well, I know last year up at their place, they took it to us pretty good. They have a girl, I think it's Heinrichs, I think that's how you say it, really good on the boards. She killed us on the boards last year. We're going to have to keep her off the boards. They got a couple Kirby kids that can shoot it and score it, so we're going to have to identify them as the shooters and then play our tempo. We're going to just have to rebound. If we don't rebound, we're going to be in trouble.
All right. What are some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then?
Playing our tempo, being aggressive. We're going to have to be aggressive tonight. If we're not aggressive, it's going to be a long night for us. Not turn the ball over, take care of it, and then make shots. We're going to have to make some shots from the perimeter so we can keep keep them off of Grace on the inside. If we do that, I think we'll be okay.
The other thing is I think your guys are really kind of figuring out who you are offensively. You had over 70 points against Waukon. You score 50 over Keyhigh. So I think you're seeing some good things offensively.
Yeah, when the ball goes in the hoop, it's a good night. And against Waukon, when we scored that many points, we were hitting a lot of shots. And we actually put up a lot of points, too, on our jamboree. Elkader's really the only night we really struggled from the field, especially in that fourth quarter. So it's a team that we have that can, when we're making shots, obviously, we could score a lot of points. So hopefully we're making them tonight.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
I appreciate it.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Jason Winter and his Bulldog team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Guttenberg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we see that the insurance companies want you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take pictures, upload them, and you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Bob at Top Gun has over 35 years dealing with insurance companies. We write an accurate estimate. We take the photos. We deal with the insurance company to make sure your vehicle is repaired right. Let Bob and the guys at Top Gun use their 30-plus years of experience to take all the worries out of your repairs. Ask about Top Gun's community and veteran discount programs. Call Top Gun today at 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
As a busy mom, I have challenges keeping my family on track, but appointments for healthcare visits are no longer one of them. Veterans Memorial Hospital has now opened a new clinic in Waukon, so complete care for my entire family is more accessible than ever, and providers care for all ages, so everyone gets the care they need when they need it. It's a welcome addition for busy families like ours and our community. To learn more, go to veteransmemorialhospital.com.
Veterans Memorial.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Welterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, Ems Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to Monona, and it's Monday night basketball tonight on KCTN. It is Edgewood, Colesburg, and MFL MarMac. We step away from the Upper Iowa Conference, also from the Tri-Rivers Conference. We bring the conferences together tonight with this matchup, Coach.
Yeah, a little non-conference action here tonight up in Monona, and both of these teams had an interesting outing last year.
this is one of MFL MarMac's losses last year down in Edgewood, and they felt like it kind of got away from them. So they're looking for some redemption, and Edco's, trying to find that identity, but they think, they're going to come in this game and be competitive.
Yeah, you see several different kids from both these teams from a season ago. Edco split their ball games last week, got a good win against Calamus Wheatland, dropped the decision there on Friday night to Alburnett, and it was a tough ball game. They let slide late. MFL MarMac comes in. We saw them opening night in the loss to Central. They won both their games last week. A side note to this ball game, the Bulldogs will be down to starter. Brooklyn Moon is out for an extended period of time for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, I actually talked to her right before I came up and fractured her finger, so she is out for a while, she said. So a shooter that's out of the picture for them. She averages about 6 or 7 points a game for them, but brings a lot of things to the floor, so somebody's going to have to fill that role for the Bulldogs.
All right, so again, these matchups tonight, sometimes it's great to feel, play somebody outside the conference, and we mentioned the tough physical ball game they had a season ago, and that's what we expect tonight. Let's start with Edgewood Colesburg. As we mentioned, they come in with a record of 1-2, and for them it starts down low. They really want to get the ball down to Audrey Helmrich. She is their leading scorer and rebounder.
Yeah, she's averaging, a double-double, 10 points, about 15 rebounds, but she's got some blocks, some steals to go with that. But I think they really want to establish her down low. I think the key there is being able to get the ball to them. You want to talk about some of their guards. Ellie Kirby is going to play some guard from Addie Kirby, Marin Gall, Campbell Kirby, a lot of girls that are trying to find their way out there in that guard area, but to be able to get Audrey the ball.
And that's the story for Edgewood Colesburg. Again, they had Ella Alvis at guard the last couple of years, so that took care of itself. Now they have players kind of stepping into that role, and it's not just one. They're trying to see who can handle that role on a nightly basis.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a big key for them tonight is taking care of the ball and being able to just get set up in that offense, and then those guards being able to get the ball into that post.
All right, this MFL MarMac team, again, you lost a couple of ball players and your two leading scorers, Miranda Lang as a guard, and also as well there in Riley Moreland. So it's a case there where Grace Anderson has really increased her scoring on the inside, and that's where MFL MarMac, as much as they love to get up tempo, if you get them into a half-court ball game, they feel like they can get the ball down low to Anderson.
Yeah, I think they're okay playing either style. If Anderson can be established and they can play the half-court game, they're going to get the ball to her. But if they can get up and down and run and shoot and hit those outside shots, they're fine doing that as well.
So into the starting lineup for them tonight will be number 11 in Caitlin Pika. She'll take over the guard role for Brooklyn Moon. But for MFL MarMac, it really starts with their defense, what Coach Winter wants to do with his team.
Yeah, and I think, they're looking at this Edco team and saying, they lost a lot in the ball handling area last year with Ella Alvis. We're going to try to pressure them and make somebody handle the ball and see if they can and try to speed them up a little bit.
All right, so again, that's the numbers. That's the information about both these teams. The big thing is for MFL MarMac, though, 73 points against Waukon, 53 against Keyhigh the other night, despite the fact they only scored 6 in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've been able to put up some big points. I think when they opened the season with Central, again, still trying to find themselves and try to figure things out, but lately they've been able to put some points up, and a whole lot of them, it's just as the defense come with it. That Waukon game was a 73-point win, but they gave up 70 points on the defensive end. So, there wasn't a lot of defense played there.
All right, it's quad night tonight, so that's why we have the late start for this ball game. We'll have our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight, and everybody's going to go, whoa, for Edco. Holy, the boys just got pounded Friday night, but they're back at full health tonight. Again, this is still a major challenge. Don't get me wrong. They know that Alburnett was a better team than them, not 90 points better. No. So Edco will see that young team trying to get together in the boys game later on tonight.
Yeah, and people who don't know, Edco had 13 seniors last year. That was their varsity team and most of their JV team. So they're starting over with a lot of guys with not a lot of experience. So we'll talk about them a little bit before that second game.
It's good to have 13 seniors, but this is the bad side of having 13 seniors, is that it's the following year, so they look to grow. And the MFL MarMac boys are a team that is the defending Upper Iowa Conference champ, and this is a team that has looked good in their first 2 wins of the season. They have a 40-point win against Waukon. They have a 42-point win against Lansing Keyhigh. And again, we'll have the Chalk Talk for our boys game coming up between these games tonight. All right, let's talk about keys in the ball game real quick. Let's start first off for Edco.
I think for Edco, they got to take care of the ball, recognize the shooters on the MFL MarMac side. For the Bulldogs, pressure the ball. I think they need to speed up the game, but for both of these teams, they're going to try to establish the inside. They got to rebound, and they got to hit free throws.
Watch the post play tonight with Grace Anderson of MFL MarMac as well as Audrey Helmrich for Edgewood Colesburg. That's just going to be fun to
should
watch
be a
those two
fun
players
matchup, you
go
bet.
at it tonight. There is a couple of games going on tonight. Starmont and Clayton Ridge are playing, and the Starmont girls trailing in that ball game at the end of 3, and this is actually now a final score. Clayton Ridge has defeated Starmont tonight, 56-39 final score of that ball game. Let's go courtside with Greg Schiller and tonight's starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's girls varsity basketball game between the Edgewood Colesburg Vikings and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Vikings are coached by Steve Putz, assisted by Brooks Eggleseder. The Bulldogs are coached by Jason Winter, assisted by Stephanie Mickle, Jess Schubert, and Brian Bugenhagen. Officials for tonight's game are Dan Lechtenberg, Ben Lechtenberg, and Randy Kramer. And now the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Vikings, number 20, Addie Kirby. And for the Bulldogs, a 5'7" senior from Farmersburg, Iowa, number 2, Ashley Shaw. For the Vikings, number 30, Ellie Kirby. And for the Bulldogs, a 5'5" senior from Monona, Iowa, number 5, Cadence Moon. For the Vikings, number 32, Campbell Kirby. And for the Bulldogs, a 5'4" junior from Monona, Iowa, number 11, Caitlin Pika. For the Vikings, number 34, Skylar Meyer. For the Bulldogs, 5'9" junior from McGregor, Iowa, number 22, Hannah Bogdanovich. And finally for the Vikings, number 44, Audrey Helmrichs. And for the Bulldogs, 5'10" senior from Ion, Iowa, number 30, Grace Anderson.
He's from National. I'm from South Garney. There's your starting lineups. MFL MarMac and Edco coming up next from KCTN Sports.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
They took the lights down there, just a light on center court circle and on the flag as we did our starting lineups for this ball game tonight with Edgewood Colesburg and MFL MarMac. Monday night basketball tonight on KCTN. We're taking tomorrow night off. Late start tonight.
Late
quad.
night tonight. Yeah, we need to take
There's no
tomorrow
chance
off.
of us going back-to-back nights with quads. So it will be MFL MarMac home white uniforms. They have, of course, the Royal Blue Bulldogs, the yellow trim. Edco wearing their away black uniforms. They have the Edco there in yellow across the front with the yellow numbers. And not a bad crowd on hand for a Monday night ball game, a little after 7 o'clock, and we get started for this matchup tonight. Anderson to jump it up for MFL MarMac, Helmrichs to jump it up for Edco. So welcome to high school basketball here on KCTN once again. Tip is won by Helmrichs, but it's actually deflected and into the hands of MFL MarMac. Bogdanovich with the basketball, and this game is underway. Edgewood Colesburg will play 1-3-1, and Addie Kirby plays the top. You've got 3 Kirbys in the starting lineup tonight for Edco. Addie and Ellie are the sisters, correct?
Yes.
So back offensively, Brooklyn Moon to Anderson. Baseline, Edco looks to trap. They try to go underneath the basket to Shaw. Nudged from behind. The ball is knocked away as Helmerich was fronting the paint there on the right side, and it goes back to MFL
You see
MarMac.
them collapse on Anderson as soon as she got that ball. She had two girls right on top of her, so interesting strategy.
Inbounds, and Bogdanovich goes to the right elbow and cuts down and is fouled as she catches the ball and went up for the shot. Just cut down directly inside the free throw line area. Goes to the free throw line for 2, our first whistle.
Yep, just cut hard to the hoop. And again, a lot of attention is given to Grace Anderson. Bogdanovich came untouched, and then just kind of a panic foul there by Ellie Kirby.
Bogdanovich's free throw hits the back of the rim, rolls up and goes through, and the Bulldogs strike first. Edco won this ball game a season ago, but again, a lot of different kids from a season ago for both these teams. Bogdanovich, second free throw on its way there. It's off to the right, but Anderson gets the offensive rebound, steps back in, muscles up the shot, but too strong as she used the glass, but banked it to the other side. And the rebound pulled down there by Edgewood Colesburg. And then a Skylar Meyer with the rebound.
And that shot was altered by Helmerich.
And right away, Addie Kirby, tried to go right sideline to Helmerich on the right block, but overshot her. And Edco turns it over their first trip down the court.
And throwing that entry pass down the lane line, and Helmerich had her sealed, looking for more of an angle on that pass.
And offensively, back out on top here is Pika. Pika left side to Shaw. Helmerich plays one of the wings. In the lane to Anderson on the low post. Double team, spins, gets it out of there with all that traffic. And they go back to Bogdanovich now at the free throw line. Bogdanovich drives in, little one-handed runner, aired it out short, then the rebound. Shaw, Bogdanovich went after it on the left side, knocked it away, and the ball goes back to Edgewood Colesburg. Let's talk about attacking this 1-3-1.
Yeah, they've been doing a nice job of trying to get and go to the hoop, but I've been impressed with the pace. This very much favors the Vikings right now. A little slower half-court pace.
Backcourt area, Edco pushes it ahead, and again, that is Addie Kirby. Goes left side now, works it to number 32 there, and that is again Campbell Kirby. Back out on top to Addie Kirby. Drives in, covered, back over, top of the key, goes there to Ellie Kirby, top of the key for 3. It is no good, but the rebound pulled down by Campbell Kirby. Back right side to Meyer. Her 15-footer no good. Addie Kirby got the rebound, actually bumps into her teammate there and her sister in, once again, Ellie Kirby, trying to go back up for the shot, lost the ball out of bounds, and it goes back to the Bulldogs.
That's a lot of Kirbys. We may have to use first names on that.
Not as bad as the 5 Hamlets we had from Starmont a few years ago, but yeah, it's tough enough. Shaw, left side on the wing, brings it back out on top to Cadence Moon, and she works it back right side here offensively. And in the lane, Anderson, posting up on the right side. Great entry pass, uses the size and strength, banks it in, and the Bulldogs lead 3-0. And now on the full court pressure, Cadence Moon, a reach-in foul on the right corner, first whistle against the Bulldogs.
And this is what we expected out of the Bulldogs. They're going to put some pressure on these young guards for Edco, try to force them to handle it and play full court instead of half court.
Inbound, Skylar Meyer to Helmerich, but knocked away to Anderson, into the hands of Pika. Nice feed to Bogdanovich, but with the left hand from the left side, banked it long, an air bank on the weak side, and Edco gets the rebound. Back offensively on top, Addie Kirby. Works it over to Meyer, just off the right side, fires up the 3, lays flat off the back of the rim, but scooting in that time, Ellie Kirby gets the rebound from the left side. Nobody boxed her out. She banks it up and in, and the Vikings are on the board.
Yeah, nice rebound there. A good second chance opportunity.
Shaw has it. Back out on top here now to Cadence Moon. Back over to Shaw. High post area. Bogdanovich drives in. Swooping right hand. Banks it up and in. So they want Bogdanovich at the high post to do a couple of different things. Either pass or drive.
Yeah, she can take that nice drive and finish around the rim or look for Anderson posted up.
Back out on top. Ellie Kirby. Left side to Campbell Kirby. Back over to Addie Kirby. Left side for 3. Leaves it short off the front of the rim. Edco's been content to take a couple of long threes here early. Hit the side of the rim. Pika the rebound. They don't stop the ball. She feeds it into Anderson, moves to the right side, but the shot rims out as it hung on the left side of the rim, then rolled out. It remains 5-2 Bulldogs.
No friendly roll tonight on that rim, not the shooter's touch.
And a real good move by Anderson. Ellie Kirby, right side to Meyer on the wing, fires up the 3, banks that one well long, grazed the side of the rim, did get a piece of the backboard. Cadence Moon ahead of the pack is Shaw. Shaw drives in, a little one-handed runner, 8-foot runner, 6-foot distance, partially blocked, I think.
Yeah, a little push shot, but not partially blocked, and didn't really have her feet under her when she elevated.
Skylar Meyer will get credited with getting a hand on that. 4.5 left in the opening act, 5-2 Bulldogs in the lead. Right side, that is again Addie Kirby for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Helmerich's right side, lays it up and in. So Helmerich's really her first touch on offense, but you see the result.
Yeah, and I think, Edco's content to shoot those threes. They got to look inside and try to get it in Helmer's hands.
And they try to go to Bogdanovich, and it's intercepted by Helmrich. Here is Kirby. That is Addie Kirby, and Bogdanovich racing in from behind, took the ball, but also got part of the arm as Edco tried to approach the free throw line in their offensive end. Second whistle against the Bulldogs. Edco takes it out near side in front of the MFL MarMac bench.
And I'm impressed with the Edco defense here, being aggressive, especially with Helmrichs out there on the wing.
Right side, Addie Kirby, right side, open for three, got it! So they're leaving the shooters open on the outside, and Edco has their first lead at 7-5.
Yeah, sandwiching Helmrichs inside, not letting her get the ball, but if Addie Kirby can knock down shots, they're going to have to go out and contest that.
Shaw, high post area, Bogdanovich swings it right side to Pika. Pika, top of the key, back left side to Shaw. Shaw again, patience by MFL MarMac, over to Pika. Thought about the three at the top of the key, but instead goes in the lane to Anderson. Muscles her way, middle of the lane, shot, leaves it short, trying to get her own rebound. Then Helmrich gets the rebound, and Anderson comes over the back there, trying to reach over top. So again, I think MFL MarMac getting it into the position they want.
Yeah, and Anderson going against the sophomore and Ellie Kirby and having good moves, just not able to finish, and then just a silly foul coming over the top with Helmrichs had that already in hand.
Cadence Moon checks out. First substitution for MFL MarMac is Autumn Shaw, a sophomore into the game, gives him a little more size. And that would do with rebounding. Left side to Meyer. Left wing open, fires it up there. It's off the back of the rim. Long rebound, tipped out, but back into the hands of Meyer. And they work it right side. Addie Kirby right side for three. Grazes the front of the rim. It is short. And then a nice box out on the weak side by Autumn Shaw. And the rebound there pulled by MFL MarMac. And as they get the ball to Pika, reach in foul committed there by Addie Kirby for Edgewood Colesburg. And that is their third foul. Ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
And those are frustration fouls when you're a coach to see them foul way back in the backcourt when there's no action, just trying to force the issue and then getting grabby.
Seen a couple of those long fouls away from the basket. Here back out on top is Pika. MFL MarMac, you like the patience so far. Shaw, left side to Pika on the left wing. Look to the high post area with Bogdanovich, or the low post to Anderson. Back right side to Autumn Shaw. In the corner, actually, that is Ashley Shaw. And now they go into Anderson, double teamed in the lane, tries to muscle through. The shot no good, but draws contact. And that's proof that, again, if she gets the ball down low, she's never really truly covered. Able to muscle up between two defenders.
Yeah, she was going up strong with that hoop, or with that ball, trying to get the hoop and just splitting the defense, getting the ball up on the glass. Not able to finish, but going to get a couple of free throws here.
And it's a chance here. Inside 3 minutes left in our first quarter to tie things up. Anderson's free throw is no good. Missed it off the left rim, and she'll have another opportunity. Try to make it a one-point game here. Expect a close ball game tonight. Anderson to the free throw line for two. One of the seniors for MFL MarMac. Second free throw short, but rolls over the front of the rim. Gets the touch on that one. And it's 7-6. Edco in the lead. Sideline break, but a good job by Pika getting back there in the defensive end in front of the MFL MarMac bench and slapped it away. It goes back to Edco as they try to push it up that far near sideline, rather.
And you can see Edco trying to push the pace a little bit there, trying to get an easy one on the break.
We see MFL MarMac in strictly a 2-3 zone. Left side, they go to Kirby. That is number 30 taking the jump shot, Ellie Kirby, and the shot hangs on the side of the rim, then rolls off to the right. Rebound deflected, out of bounds by Edco, and it goes back to MFL MarMac.
Good find by big sister Addie Kirby there, trying to get that open look for Ellie, but not able to knock that down.
And right side to Shaw. Shaw with it, and again, that's Ashley Shaw. So we've got the Shaw sisters on the court there for MFL MarMac. Back out on top here now to Bogdanovich. Left side, Pika, left open for three. High arcing three, got it from a step behind the arc on the left side. Bulldogs retake the lead at 9-7.
I brought the rain on that one. Nice shot by Pika.
Back across the timeline. They work it on top with Campbell. Campbell Kirby, that is. Right side in the lane to Helmrichs. Tough shot in a lot of traffic, but good straight up defense. Forced too far along the baseline off the right side. Aired it out. Rebound pulled down by MFL MarMac. Pika to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich lowers the head, drives in, a little one-handed runner, pushes it long. Weak side rebound by Helmrichs, and here's the second foul on Anderson, trying to go over the back of Helmrichs. And again, that's a tough foul for the Bulldogs.
And Helmrichs, had great position, is doing a nice job of getting inside of those rebounders, and Anderson's just on the backside. That's just a frustration, and bringing Moon back in for a sub, they don't get any taller.
Helmrichs to Campbell Kirby. On top now, left side to Meyer. Meyer, left wing, left open, fires up the three. It's off the back of the rim. Helmrichs tips out the rebound into the hands there to, once again, Kirby. That's Addie Kirby. Right side on the feed there from Ellie Kirby for three. Got it. And it's 10-9. Edco retakes the lead.
Yeah, this is the kind of game we expected, a slower pace, and I think it favors the Vikings right now. MFL being patient, but just not able to get over that hump right now.
And again, we're down to inside 90 seconds left in the quarter as they go in the lane to Autumn Shaw. Uses the left hand but leaves it short. Good straight-up defense there by Ellie Kirby. Rebound pulled down by Edco. They want to run. Ahead of the pack is Helmrich. Double team, feeds it back to Ellie Kirby. Misses the little runner, then bodies Autumn Shaw. A correction there, that is actually Ashley Shaw who got the rebound. And a foul there committed by Edco is now their fourth, both teams with 4 fouls.
And Edco's really crashing the boards, and I think they have to be happy about that. Coach Winter for the Bulldogs has got to be frustrated on how many second chance opportunities the Vikings have had.
First substitution for Edco is Marin Gall coming in, and checking out for them is Ellie Kirby. Inside a minute in our first quarter, 10-9, Edco in the lead. And it is again on top right side to Cadence Moon. Moon baseline to Autumn Shaw. Back over to Cadence Moon. 3, step behind the arc, right side, got it. So both teams have hit a couple of threes, and it's 12-10. Bulldogs retake the lead.
Yeah, and that first chance to get a lead there for the Bulldogs and maybe get some confidence shooting the ball and stretch out Edco's defense.
And back out on top to Campbell Kirby. Left side to Meyer. Left wing, back out on top. Campbell Kirby, left open. Going to take that 3. Banks it long. Rebound by Marin Gall in the lane and quickly tied up there as she brought the ball down low. Bogdanovich and Cadence Moon both had a hand in there, but the possession stays down here with the Vikings.
And Edco's going to get another chance here maybe to run an out-of-bounds play and get an easy bucket.
Helmrichs just off the right block. Quickly covered. Back in the corner. Addie Kirby, right corner for 3. Caught it. She just rolled to the corner from the inbounds coach.
And nobody picked her up on the inbounds play after she inbounds Helmrichs. They just double-teamed Helmrichs.
We talk about the post players, and it's a 3-point shooting contest, and it's 13-12, Edco in the lead. Bogdanovich, jump shot from the elbow, 15-footer, no good. Clearing the rebound off the right side is Campbell Kirby for the Vikings. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Back left side to, again, Addie Kirby. Left side for 3. No good. Front of the rim. Rebound kicks out of there. Goes out of bounds. Unable to save it along the baseline. Campbell Kirby with 0.5 seconds to go. MFL MarMac will have possession, and they will just have a chance just to get it in bounds as our quarter will be coming to an end. Keegan Eckert, by the way, has checked in for MFL MarMac. They want to get her into the ball game, but she's going to have to wait until the start of the second quarter. They do give the ball, however, back to Edco here.
Yeah, they gave the ball back to Edco. I think Coach Winters thought MFL was going to get the ball, so he wanted the sub in there, but when they said, no, the ball's going to go back to Edco, he didn't want the sub in right away.
Inbounds, catching it is Helmrichs, but you try to put it on the floor, and you can't do that with 0.5 left, and by the time she made a move, the quarter comes to an end. Tight one as we expected. Edco 13, MFL MarMac 12. We've played 1. Let's take this time out.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. 13-12, the score at the end of 1. Edco in the lead, and a well-played first quarter by both teams.
Yeah, I think defensively they both did what they wanted to do. Offensively, trying to figure things out. Shooting's not real strong. MFL was 4 for 13 in that first quarter. Edco was 5 of 18, so getting a lot of shots off, getting some extra opportunities, but not a lot falling right now.
And both teams outside oriented. We talked about the post players and their leading scorers, and it's outside oriented right now.
Well, Edco's doing a nice job putting a girl behind Anderson in front. And on the other end, every time the ball comes to Helmrich's side, they're putting 2 girls on her. So they're really identifying those posts. The outside's going to have to step up.
Pika drives in the lane, bounces it back to Anderson. Shot no good, but bodied by Marin Gall out the left side. A set by MFL MarMac to start the second quarter, and it pays dividends. Anderson with 2 fouls. She's a senior. Coach Winter going to show confidence in her to the free throw line for 2.
I think she just matches up so well out there. You know, to give that longer length, height inside, and she just has a lot of basket awareness.
Anderson's free throw, banks it off the back of the rim. It is no good. She'll have another opportunity. Anderson, Bogdanovich, and that will be Ashley Shaw, Cadence Moon, and also out there as well for them is going to be Pika to start this second quarter for Edco. They have their starting 5 out there. The exception is Gall. Free throw, it is no good. Gall gets the rebound. So Marin Gall out there along with Meyer. You also have now at the guard spot there, number 32, and that is, of course, Campbell Kirby, who goes left side to Ellie Kirby. In the lane to Helmrichs with a strong move right side and fouled as she caught the ball in the left block in a good stride to the right side of the basket. Draws contact and goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, she had 3 girls around her and just muscled through that to finish and somehow got it up to the hoop.
Skylar Meyer is your 5th Edco player out there as Helmrichs free throws short. So again, it's Helmrichs, Marin Gall also out there. You have Meyer and Campbell Kirby and Addie Kirby out there for Edco. Second free throw being eyed. Vikings lead by 1, 13-12. Helmrichs second free throw good, 1 of 2, and it's 14-12. Both teams have 5 fouls, so we'll see how they navigate that here in our second quarter. Edco, both teams playing zone throughout. Pika tried to go high post to Bogdanovich, but intercepted by Addie Kirby. Tried to pass really kind of behind Kirby, and she dropped down there and steals it away. So a steal there by Edco. Campbell Kirby back right side on top, left side to Meyer. Left wing, left open. Fires up that 3 off the back of the rim again. High rebound picked up by Bogdanovich. Nice job, middle of the lane. Bogdanovich clears the rebound for MFL MarMac. Pika wants to push tempo, but a good job by Edco getting back. Pika stops the dribble. Ashley Shaw drives in, catches it, turns inside the right block. Shot no good, but draws contact. Good presence of mind by Ashley Shaw to cut to the basket after Pika got kind of caught with nowhere to go.
Well, when she came in there, too, she cut to the basket hard, which was great. Got the ball before the defense reacted and then tried to get the shot off, and the defense just coming across late, got a piece of the arm.
Free throw good by Shaw, and it's 14-13, 1-point lead. Meyer will check out for Edco, and into the game for them is Ellie Kirby. So both teams go a couple of players deep, at least to start this game.
Yep, not real deep so far, but pretty slow pace, so able to keep up.
Second free throw good by Ashley Shaw, makes them both, and we're knotted at 14. 7 minutes left in the half. Helmrichs quickly catches it on the right block and just swarmed. The ball knocked out of there and picked up by Pika. There was 4 Bulldogs that converged all at once. They turn it over there as Helmrichs was caught on inside the right block. In the lane to Anderson. Nice move right side. Uses her frame. Takes it up strong from left to right. And the Bulldogs retake the lead.
And with the Bulldogs on that made basket, they're able to put a little pressure. They haven't been able to do that because they've been going to the free throw line.
Very light pressure as they quickly fall back into that 2-3 zone. And again, they go right side. Anderson on the baseline and a travel as Addie Kirby caught the ball. Must have moved the feet before moving the ball, but the turnover gives it there to the Bulldogs. How are we doing turnover-wise?
Yeah, turnovers have been great. MFL's got 2 so far. Edco's got 4, so they've both been taking care of the ball and really enjoying those possessions.
Shine here, right side. Pika drives in, takes a tough 8-foot runner, hit the side of the backboard, too far away. Marin Gall turned her away from the basket. Rebound pulled down there by Edco. That's a tough shot. Campbell Kirby got the rebound. Back offensively here, Addie Kirby, high post to Gall. From the right elbow, the left-hander takes the shot, nails it. That high post is open. We're knotted at 16.
And Gall's got that shot. The little left-hander there, able to knock down that free throw, and she's open.
And here's the pass on the wing, intercepted by Helmrichs, who leads the break. Addie Kirby drives in, crossover dribble, banks it, facing the basket, no good. Helmrichs the rebound, and then steps away from traffic and is called for the foul. She was just trying to grab control of the ball, maintain control in a lot of arms and legs around her, and she's called for traveling.
Yeah, it's just trying to step through, and she's doing a good job of trying to get that ball up to the rim, but there's no room in there. There's a lot of arms and legs.
Anderson again from left to right, drives in, uses the strength, and lays it up and in. That's twice there that she has just established position, and a strong move puts the Bulldogs up by 2.
Yeah, she's just posting up kind of on that left side of the hoop and stepping across with that right hand and finishing.
So back offensively, left side.
Ellie Kirby.
And that is Ellie Kirby. Misses the 3. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by MFL MarMac. Bogdanovich drives in. Her little one-handed runner from 6 feet away, no good. Outside of the lane. Anderson knocked the rebound away and had to be careful. She knocked the rebound away. It goes back to Edco. There was a Viking inside of her.
Yeah, that was an iffy one there. Anderson kind of realized after the fact, I could have picked up that third really fast there.
Substitution. Pika checks out for MFL MarMac, and back into the game for them is Ashley Shaw. So we approach the 5-minute mark in our first half. Been close throughout. Gall left wide open. Correction, that's Kirby. Addie Kirby right side for 3. It is no good. Rebound controlled there by Ashley Shaw, who had Helmrichs on her back. Good job boxing out. Bogdanovich drives baseline, cut off on the baseline, needs some help, needs somebody to come get it, and Ashley Shaw does just that. On top to Cadence Mood, back left side to Bogdanovich. Looking for Anderson, throws it over top, catches it on the left block, uses the right hand up and in. And the Bulldogs finding their liking with Anderson down low.
And that is a senior knowing how to post up based on what the defense gives her.
And you can see that they have established her in this second quarter. They lead by 4. Back out on top, they work at Gall. Right side, Addie Kirby, right wing for 3. Got it, Addie Kirby. And more between the wing and baseline area, nailed that 3, and the Vikings back within 1. Bogdanovich back on offense, left wide open. Why not? Fires up the 3. Bogdanovich answers. So it's a 3-point game here again, a 4-point game now at 23-19 as we exchange threes.
It's like we're playing a game of horse. Who can hit the outside 3 right now?
And left side, MFL MarMac forces a turnover as they tried at the lane area. Gall tried to reverse it left side to Ellie Kirby, but overshot her. Kirby tried to save it along the baseline, and the turnover gives it back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, costly turnover there for the Vikings. They needed to answer those points. Down 4 here. Need to answer, need to stop defensively.
Substitution for Edco. Number 24 comes in. That's Claire Alvis, a junior, making her first appearance. Gall checks out. Bogdanovich on the left wing and tries to enter the pass there to Anderson, and as Anderson catches it, there's the weak side defense by Campbell Kirby dropping down to knock the ball underneath the basket and knock it away from Anderson. Bulldogs will take it off the left side.
Better recognition that time by the Vikings on the backside of that.
And it'll be Bogdanovich again. Inbounds, rolling to the basket, Autumn Shaw, but misses the shot. Point blank range right side, just rushed it. And the rebound cleared off the left by Edco.
Nice out of bounds play, screening the screener there.
And left side, Ellie Kirby on the wing, 15-footer, it is good. Edco's got some mid-range game too. They're back within 2.
Well, and they're shooting with confidence here. They're not afraid to take that shot, try to knock down a bucket.
Bogdanovich back out on top, 3.5 left in our first half. Bulldogs lead by 2. Biggest lead for either team's been 4, and as they try to work it inside, the ball is kicked. And it stays here with MFL MarMac. But the Bulldogs want a timeout. They lead 23-21. Timeout MFL MarMac. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Blooms Flowers, Gifts and More in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete and Post Fill, and by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Welcome back to Monona. It is 23-21. MFL MarMac in the lead. This is our first time out of the game.
It is. We've had good flow to the game. Both teams getting up and down, playing fairly clean. Foul situation. We've got 5 fouls for the Bulldogs, 6 for Edco. And just playing good basketball. Close game, a tight one tonight.
And it is Ashley Shaw taking it near side. Inbounds to Bogdanovich. Again, Edco's played 1-3-1 throughout. MFL MarMac 2-3 zone. Bogdanovich high post. Bounces it to Shaw. Driving in right side. Leaves the shot strong, but the weak side rebound. Anderson takes it up strong from the left side. And Anderson really establishing the lane back to a 4-point lead.
And a rare offensive rebound there by Anderson. Going right back up with it. Finishing strong.
Left side, Ellie Kirby, left wing, fires up the 3, short off the front of the rim. Rebound rolled to the back. Bogdanovich clears the rebound. They've got numbers ahead, and it's Anderson. Anderson catches it, drives in, uses the left hand, scores the layup. This is the biggest lead for any team right now. 27-21 MFL MarMac.
And there's that pace that we talked about. That's not Edco's game. They want to slow it down.
Ella Alvis, baseline 15-footer, no good. Rebound kicks out of there, picked up by Campbell Kirby, and she's bodied by Cadence Moon as Kirby was going to try to go right side. That is the 6th foul on MFL MarMac. So both teams' next foul will be in the bonus, the final 2:38.
Good-looking shot there by Claire Alvis. Just not able to knock that down, and Edco's going to try to look to score here out of this out-of-bounds play.
Helmrichs will take it out of bounds. Let's see if they look to roll her maybe back to the basket. Inbounds on top to Kirby, who tracks it down with the foot on center court line. She didn't have to worry about going over and back. She could have caught the ball. Instead, they go to, again, Campbell Kirby, who launches a 3, banks it long. Rebound by Ellie Kirby, who took a tough contested shot outside of the lane, and that ball ricocheted it off the rim, then goes out of bounds without anybody touching it. And MFL MarMac gets it back.
And Audrey Helmerich has not touched the ball the last couple times down the court. I think she needs to at least touch the ball. I know she's garnering a lot of attention, but then she can look to kick that out.
And right side, it is driving down and into the lane there is Pika, who takes a tough runner, missed it outside the lane. Ellie Kirby drives in, pulls up, 15-footer. Addie Kirby from inside the top of the key, closer to 17 feet. Stop and pop jump shot, and the Vikings back within 4.
Yeah, big bucket there by Addie Kirby in transition.
And back left side, it is again Pika. Pika to Bogdanovich. Left side back over to Pika. Looking for Anderson. Bounce pass on the left side. Spins. Middle of the lane. Uses the right hand. Banks it up and in. So again with Helmerichs on the wing, it takes away one of the big post players for Edco defensively in the inside.
Alan, I think that middle girl is supposed to be on the outside of Anderson so the help can come from the backside.
Back out on top to Campbell Kirby. Left side to Ellie Kirby with it. And they go now baseline. It's a box and one, by the way, for MFL MarMac. As the shot missed by Kirby, actually Alvis, rebound by Helmerichs. Back left side. It's a box and one. And they go baseline there to, once again, Ellie Kirby. Back over to wing area. Ellie Kirby left side for 3. Got it. So it's actually a diamond and one is what they're running.
Yeah, they're running a 1-2-1 and then a chaser on Audrey Helmerichs.
Yep, and the chaser is actually on Addie Kirby.
Addie Kirby right now, yes.
So it's 29-26 after Ellie Kirby hits the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has it on the wing. A minute in our first half. Bogdanovich, jump stop. Nice job. Held possession. Shaw drives in but carried the basketball. In the NBA, that's a great move. But she brought that ball to the hip there and held it for that extra second. And it is carrying the basketball.
And not a call we've seen a lot, but we have seen it a couple times this year. Substitution.
All right. Keegan Eckert into the ball game. Never really got a chance to check in at the end of the first quarter. Does here. And checking out is going to be Anderson. Also, Autumn Shaw checks out. And back into the ball game for them is Cadence Moon. Back out on top here now to Campbell Kirby. Inside a minute to go. Right side to Ellie Kirby, who's being hounded there by, once again, Pika. And then as she turns, coming down and dropping in defensively was Cadence Moon to force a tie-up, and the jump ball stays down here. Now, if you're Edco, run your girl-to-girl offense here, right?
Yeah, run your girl, offense and ignore that chaser. I know it's a zone, but you got to run that man offense.
Meyer, left side to Maringol, just came back in. They get it down in the lane there, and an offensive foul called on Helmerichs. Helmerichs trying to establish position, but gave that forearm to just create some spacing, and good job by Bogdanovich fronting the paint there.
Yeah, holding her off and making them throw it over top, and Helmerichs just extended that arm. That's what got her in trouble.
Pika, crossover dribble, drives in, loses the ball as she drives in the lane, but fortunately, Eckert is there. Back out on top now, and Bogdanovich drives in and traveled with the basketball. Bogdanovich wanted to go into the corner to Ashley Shaw, but traveled on the drive in, and Edco gets it back. 30 seconds left in our first half.
Yeah, I think she lost the handle on that a little bit. Here's a chance for the Vikings, to go down one or maybe tie here.
All right, time out for a second. Cadence Moon, I believe, is dealing with a little blood issue. Yep. And it is going to be on the wrist area, so they will take a substitution, and Cadence Moon will check out with 28.8 seconds to go. And into the ball game is number 21 into the ball game for them. And that, once again, is going to be Autumn Shaw, a sophomore. So back here is Edco. And left side, they work it to Addie Kirby, who's again, Pika is with her step for step. Kirby goes off a pick. Pika runs right through it and is called for the foul. That's the communication piece you need there, right? There's a pick.
That's right. Exactly. That pick was coming, and it was a nice pick there by Campbell Kirby, and she's going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. She's going to get rewarded for that nice, solid screen on Addie Kirby, who's being hounded by Pika.
And this is now a 1-and-1 with 18 seconds to go. And we mentioned both teams in the bonus. Free throws off the back of the rim. Rebound by Helmerichs, middle of the lane, corrals it, and then saves it back out on top, but it goes into the backcourt. Meyer lets it go there, picked up by Bogdanovich, who misses the driving right-handed layup. Rebound pulled down by Edco. 5 seconds to go in the lane. They get it to Helmerichs. Turnaround post-up shot. Lays off the back of the rim. Falls down and goes through. And that's how the first half comes to an end. A tight one in this first half. Edco scores the final 5 points. They're back within 1. MFL MarMac 29, Edco 28. We're at the half. When we return, first half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Brrr, the cold weather is here, and with it comes wind, snow, and ice that can damage overhead power lines. Remember to stay away from all downed lines. They may still be energized. Call to report broken poles, downed wires, or any other damage. By working together, we can keep everyone safe. That's the power of human connections. Al McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain, The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkburg, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. And by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Welcome back to Monona, 29-28. MFL MarMac led, 13-12 at the end of one and outscored them in the second quarter. Put up 16 points there. Both teams putting up 16 points, so it's 29-28. MFL MarMac in the lead. Let's get you up to date on a couple of scores. The Clayton Ridge girls defeated Starmont tonight 56-39. In boys basketball, Clayton Ridge leads Starmont at the end of one, 18-2. Now let's go through our first half totals, and let's start for MFL MarMac. They are able to get the ball down low, especially in the second quarter.
Yeah, Anderson has 15 points to lead the Bulldogs. She had 13 of those, or 12 of those points in that second quarter. 6 points for Hannah Bogdanovich, 3 points for Cadence Moon, 3 points for Caitlin Pika, and 2 points for Ashley Shaw. 29 points. They shot 42% in the first half. They were 3 for 3 behind the arc. 8 of 23 from the field, 4 of 8 from the free throw line for 50%. 5 turnovers for the Bulldogs, taking care of the basketball here in this ball game.
All right, let's go to the totals now for Edgewood Colesburg.
For the Vikings, Addie Kirby's leading the way with 14 points, 7 points for Ellie Kirby, 5 points for Audrey Helmerks, 2 points for Marin Gall, 28 points. They shot 33% overall, 5 of 19 behind the arc for 26%, only 1 of 3 from the free throw line, and they have 8 turnovers, 6 of those coming in that second quarter.
Yeah, so been a well-played game in that regard overall, with a tight ball game throughout. But the difference is inside, and I think you expect Edco to look inside a little bit more in the second half.
Well, they're going to have to find a way because they're doing a great job on Helmerks. The Bulldogs are, keeping the ball out of her hands, but you got to find a way to get it to her, so that'll open up those outside shots even more. But Helmerks is so tough inside; she's going to get the ball up on the glass.
And really, it's been tough to get offensive rebounds because Edco has taken a lot of outside shots here, and that's where Helmerks has been so good, especially last year against MFL MarMac. The offensive rebounds, and the Bulldogs have kind of slowed that down. You never really stop her because she's very strong and aggressive going after the ball.
Very aggressive, but just not able to get those easy putbacks because long shots or long rebounds, and she's working hard down there tight in the post. she's not going to get those long rebounds. She needs to touch the ball there a little bit and try to get those easier buckets.
And to MFL MarMac, and we talk about this, a lot of teams, they try to be jump shooting teams, but they realized that they had a chance with Anderson, especially with Helmrichs away from the basket, to go down low.
Yeah, Helmrichs is not playing the middle of the zone. She's one of the wings. They've got another post player usually on the bottom, but I think what has happened is that post player is getting stuck underneath Anderson instead of being on top and making him throw over the top. They did beat it over the top a couple of times, but that backside wing started realizing I have to be there. But when she gets the ball strong, Anderson gets it on the left side, takes that power dribble and steps through to the right side. She's tough to guard. She's going to finish all night long.
And she's done that 3-4 times in the first half. So a 1-point lead for MFL MarMac, 29-28. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll look ahead to our boys' game and have second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? TNT Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at TNT Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Kanako Floor Covering in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Ray's Excavating in Edgewood, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point and Delhi, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg. At the half, 29-28. It is MFL MarMac leading here against Edgewood Colesburg in our Monday night special. We'll take tomorrow night off. We'll regroup. Be back Friday night with you. Girls and boys basketball here on KCTN FM 100. Our boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. The MFL MarMac boys off to a blazing start. They are 2-0. They've had 2 impressive wins. They are the defending Upper Iowa Conference champ and return virtually everybody.
Yeah, they return everybody. They're still fairly young. And I think they're the favorite team, and everybody kind of knows that. But they still have to go out and play every night against a very different Edco team who beat them a year ago.
An Edco team that has to weather this stretch. It is a very young team. You've got lots of new players. You played shorthanded your last ball game Friday night. You've played Alburnett. You have MFL MarMac tonight. It doesn't get any easier. You have North Lynn tomorrow night. You had Calamus Wheatland last Tuesday. I mean, this is a killer 4-night schedule for any team, let alone a team that's a brand new team.
This Friday, Monday, Tuesday with Alburnett and MFL MarMac and North Lynn on the boys' side is just a brutal schedule for any team to face, let alone a team trying to find their identity, trying to figure out who's going to step up and play for him. So tonight's going to be a struggle for him, but I hope they find some positives in the game tonight and try to overcome some of these things they've been dealing with.
All right, so that will be coming up a little bit later on tonight, our boys game here on KCTN FM 100. Second half of the girls game, I think if you're Edgewood Colesburg, down by 1, but I think offensively, some more looks for Audrey Helmerich on the inside.
I think so. If you can get the ball in Helmerich's hand, I think that'll open up those outside shots, and Edco's been knocking down shots. That's been keeping them in it, but I think they have to establish a little bit of that inside, and with Grace Anderson having 2 fouls, if Helmerich can take it strong against her, maybe pick up that third, get him in foul trouble.
And how about the confidence in Coach Winter sticking with Anderson with those 2 fouls? She played the first 7 minutes of the second quarter, and that is the difference in this game for MFL MarMac. It's what's given them the lead, the inside play.
Yeah, those 12 points were in the second quarter, all with 2 fouls, so that was huge.
Second half, it is MFL MarMac's basketball, and they'll start out there with Ashley Shaw, Pika, Cadence Moon, as well as Bogdanovich and Anderson, starting 5. And Edgewood Colesburg now stays in that zone. They go to Bogdanovich, high post, drives in, misses the shot. Helmerich's great job getting the rebound, middle of the lane for Edgewood Colesburg. Helmerich's, you have the Kirby girls out there, Campbell, Addie, Ellie, also Skylar Meyer. As Edco, again, facing this box and 1. And as I say that, it is back to the zone. In the lane, they try to go to Helmerich's. Double teamed, a lot of attention. Intercepted by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich there in the double team. Back right side to Shaw. Shaw, good job by Edco getting back defensively. Edco looks to me like more of a 1-2-2 zone. Shaw baseline for 3, partially blocked. Meyer got a piece of it, and Helmerich grabs back-to-back rebounds the last 2 trips down the court as she read that one short on the fly.
Well, and Helmerich isn't going to get out-rebounded in there. She's going to go after everything, especially if she's not getting those offensive touches.
Addie Kirby on top. In the lane, Helmerich's double team, puts it on the floor, uses the right hand from the left side up and in. Good job realizing where she was at, good spacing, used the frame, and Edco takes the lead back at 30-29.
And a great step through by Helmerich's without putting the ball on the floor.
And Edco throws it away as Pika tried to go right sideline to Shaw, overshot her, and an unforced turnover there. It appears that Edco's 1-2-2.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's not that 1-3-1. It looks like they've got that middle girl now on the top in a 1-2-2 situation.
And it's almost the same here with MFL MarMac as well, because they're out of the box in 1, but now you see Pika identifying the shooter on top. Meyer on the left wing, left wide open, 17-foot jump shot left side, aired it out long, it is no good. Cadence Moon reads that long rebound and picks it out of the air, brings it back offensively. Bogdanovich drives down, little one-handed runner, banks it, too strong, facing the basket from 8 feet away, tumbled to the court, it is no good, but Helmerich grabs another rebound.
The right idea by Bogdanovich, but I think if she jump stops, elevate and just shoot that instead of trying to float that like a layup, might have a better shot.
Ellie Kirby, right corner for 3, line drives it short. Helmerich's got a rebound, got the hand on it there, and it actually is deflected out of bounds off of MFL MarMac as Helmerich's had established position on the right side. So Edco maintains possession off the left side of the basket.
They're going to look to score here, try to get an easy bucket off this out of bounds play.
And back right side to Meyer on the inbounds, in the corner to Addie Kirby. Deep right corner, open for 3, partially blocked, and then Helmerich's came over the back trying to get the rebound. Helmerich's read that it was short, tried to reach over the top of Anderson, who had good seal out. And that is our first whistle 2 minutes into our third quarter.
And you can see Helmerich's just trying to get aggressive, get after that, but not able to get to there. And Edco's going to sit here in that 1-2-2, maybe a better matchup for Anderson inside.
Shaw into Anderson, catches it, sets, misses the shot though. Helmerich's was straight up. I don't know if that altered the shot perhaps, enough to push it strong. And the rebound pulled down there by Edco. Helmerich stayed away, did not challenge that shot. Back right side, Ellie Kirby, wing to Meyer. They work it around the horn now to Addie Kirby. Back out on top there to Campbell Kirby. In the lane to Ellie Kirby. Muscles up the shot in the right traffic area. Right block, a lot of traffic. Shot no good. Bogdanovich gets the rebound. Bogdanovich back offensively. Bulldogs have not scored first 2.5 minutes of our third quarter. High post Bogdanovich drives between 2 defenders, uses the right hand, but it lays it off the right side of the rim, no good. Here's Pika, she drives in, running layup, no good, but fouled on the drive in as she drove right side. Foul on the floor on the drive, and the Bulldogs take it off the right side of the basket.
And that foul's on Helmerich's. It's either her second or her third.
Well, she is checking out, so that would be the third foul, and a concern for Edgewood Colesburg as Marin Gall comes in now, the post player for Edco. They'll take it off the right side of the basket, and it will be Bogdanovich for MFL MarMac, and cannot get it in. A 5-second violation. And I got to be honest with you, MFL MarMac never really seemed to be moving it much at all what they're trying to do.
They were just kind of taking their time, getting to their spots instead of getting after it and trying to get open.
And across the timeline now, some light pressure by MFL MarMac, but the Bulldogs get back and is on top Campbell Kirby tried to work it in the lane to Gall, but overshot her on the errant pass outside the left block, and the Vikings turn it over. So now, 5 minutes left in the third. Let's see if Edco can weather this period with Helmerich on the bench. Cadence Moon, high post to Bogdanovich at the elbow, right down in the lane to Anderson, catches it inside the left block, banks it up and in. Double team, but a nice high entry pass by Bogdanovich. Bulldogs scored their first basket of the third, and they lead 31-30.
Yeah, that was a nice entry pass, finding Grace Anderson, just sealing the girl.
And here's Ellie Kirby left open, left side for three, shot no good. Rebound was Addie Kirby missing the shot. Ellie got the rebound, put back no good, but fouled on the floor on the way up. And Ellie Kirby goes to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, that turnover last time down by Edco was just another one of those bad angles. Marangall trying to get sealed there and just a bad angle, throwing it away. But MFL MarMac just didn't look in any kind of hurry down here on that out-of-bounds play.
Ellie Kirby to the free throw line. That one is no good. Pushed it left side. Substitution for MFL MarMac. Moon will check out. Into the ball game is Autumn Shaw. Well, we've got, let's see, the Shaw relation. We have the Moon twins, but only one of them tonight. We have the three Kirbys out there as the free throw is good, and a timeout taken by Edco. It's a family affair here. 31-31, now knotted up. Timeout Vikings. Let's take this break.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
So a quick 30-second timeout taken by Edgewood Colesburg, tied at 31. It was a one-point game at the half. It has been close throughout. MFL MarMac's biggest lead, 6. Edgewood Colesburg's biggest lead, 4. Both of those came in the first half. Fouls, only 2 on Edco this second half, 1 against MFL MarMac. Been really one of the better played games we've seen early this season.
It is. It's a well-played basketball game, and Edco's going to set up a little pressure here now, force MFL MarMac to handle the ball and just make things a little more difficult for them.
That's why you see the timeout that was taken by Coach Putz. Inbounds to Shaw. Shaw in the backcourt, pushes it sideline, dribbles between a couple of girls. They've got a fast break, drives in, swoops in, running a right-handed layup, no good off the front of the rim. Ended up about 10 feet away as she drove in the middle of the lane and faded right, but goes to the free throw line for 2. Got it by the pressure, then attacks.
Yeah, surprised, taking that shot. They had Anderson wide open on the other side, but Shaw felt the contact, went up with it, try to get the free throws here.
Free throw, it is short. She'll have another opportunity. Not a ton of free throws, you mentioned, in the first half. Not a major factor in the ball game anyway.
No, it hasn't been, but in a close game like this, every free throw is going to count when you're talking 1 or 2 points.
Second free throw being eyed there, and Shaw's free throw good, 32-31. Bulldogs go back up by 1. Meyer, as they try to go near sideline, try to run that sideline break, but MFL MarMac has taken that away. Bulldogs, by the way, continue to now actually go girl-to-girl defense, so they have changed after the timeout. Backdoor, they try to go to Addie Kirby, but overshot, couldn't hang on to it. And a good recovery there by Pika, who looked initially to be beat backdoor.
Yeah, and Pika knocked that away out of Addie Kirby, otherwise she had a point-blank shot.
Meyer takes it off the right side of the basket. Back out on top to Ellie Kirby. Right side, fires up the 3. Got it from the right wing. 34-32. The Vikings take the lead halfway through the third quarter.
Big shot out of the sophomore Ellie Kirby there, knocking it down with confidence. Grace Anderson had a hand in her face.
Shaw back out on top to Pika. Pika brings it left side, wraparound pass to Shaw in the lane, drives into traffic, tough shot, good straight up defense by Edco. Anderson got the rebound, tied up there. The 30s are tied up there in Anderson for MFL MarMac, and as well as Ellie Kirby. It is a jump ball, and the Vikings get it on the possession rule. And here's MFL MarMac with some full court pressure.
Yep, just going to make Edco handle the ball full court. Both of these teams kind of having similar attacks here of just slowing down the game, making them handle it.
Addie Kirby, and again brings it across the timeline and going off a pick there, but loses the basketball, picks it up in the corner, now tries to save it back in the lane, but it's knocked away by Autumn Shaw, picked up by Anderson. Anderson leads the break, drives in, right-handed layup, takes it coast to coast. Anderson, the post player with the drive. 36-34, Vikings are down here, and then a reach-in foul by the Vikings there by MFL MarMac on the Vikings.
That was too easy. Anderson just kind of eased that down the court and finished strong, and then Pika just reaching from behind, reaching through the armpit. It's a silly foul.
And here the inbounds pass, it is almost thrown away, but they do get it to Campbell Kirby, who cannot hang on to it. Bogdanovich in the offensive end going into the backcourt, tried to flip it back to Autumn Shaw, but she was in the backcourt, then into the front court. It's an over and back, and Coach Winter says, well, she never really had established position, but I think it's where the girl caught the ball is what he's talking about there. It was touched in the backcourt into the full backcourt area by Autumn Shaw. So here into the offensive end is Edco. Skylar Meyer has it right side. They try to retake the lead. Has it to high post area, Addie Kirby. Kirby backs her way down in the lane, kicks it right side. Meyer on the wing, foot on the line, 19-footer, shot no good. Good seal up by Pika. Pika's got a chance to run. Pika drives in right side, swoops in right side, scores the layup. Somehow got by that time Campbell Kirby for the layup, and back to a 2-point lead. Now the 2-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, MFL now taking that lead back, but Edco's got to answer, and here's another turnover, comes off of Campbell Kirby's knee.
You can see that pressure has kind of quickened up the pace for both these teams as the ball is turned over by the Vikings. Substitution for Edco, number 22, and that will be Brooke Bollinger into the ball game for the first time tonight for Edco. And on the inbounds, MFL MarMac throws it away. Bogdanovich tried to go inbounds to the far side of the stage area there. Inbounds to Shaw, but overshot her, and they turn it over there easily.
Rifled that ball, trying to get inbounds, keep it away from the defense, but a little too hot to handle.
Addie Kirby has it on the 1-4 set they run. High post to Ellie Kirby, drives in, loses the basketball, picks it up, takes a contested shot that is no good, and the rebound pulled down there by Anderson. And back across the timeline and settling things down now here is the point guard in Pika to slow things down a bit. Pika has it left side. They look for Shaw in the post area. Instead, they reverse it right side to Ashley Shaw instead of Autumn in the inside. Ashley Shaw stops the dribble and goes back out on top here now to Pika. Back right side to Shaw. Drives baseline, a little one-handed runner. Bodied as she drove in right side, and the body call is on Meyer. The shot was short along the baseline. Meyer commits the body call, and they're going to put Ashley Shaw to the free throw line for 2.
I thought maybe that was on the floor, but they're going to say she was in the act of shooting. So Ashley Shaw going to the free throw line here again. She's hit 3 of 4 tonight, so she's been one of the bright spots at the free throw line for the Bulldogs.
Free throw on its way there. It is good, 37-34. So we had a 29-28 game at the half, and it's slowed down offensively here. What a 3-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, both of these teams, playing some defense and not able to rush it up and down the court.
Ashley Shaw's second free throw good, and the Bulldogs go back up by 4. Bollinger across the timeline, flips it there to Addie Kirby. In the lane to Ellie Kirby on the right block, spins using the left foot, but spins towards the lane there over the right shoulder and somehow got the shot to fall in.
Kind of a rocker step shot, but knocks it down.
Was not set, not squared up. Inbounds pass, they try to go there to Anderson, but knocked away by Bollinger. And the loose ball picked up by Edco. Inside 2 minutes left in the third. They've got a chance to maybe tie it or take the lead. Marin Gall, high post area to Bollinger, traveled with the basketball. I don't think Bollinger was expecting that pass. The turnover is going to give the ball back to MFL MarMac.
Better job there on the inside. That defensive set by Edco all started with Marin Gall getting around Grace Anderson and knocking that ball away so the Bollinger could pick it up.
If you look at what time's left in the third quarter, Edco's done a great job weathering this stretch without Helmerich on the court.
Yeah, Helmerich has not been on the court, and Anderson's going to the bench for the Bulldogs right now. Get a rest as well.
Bogdanovich left side, wants to drive in. Little one-handed runner, banks it up and in, 8 feet away, middle of the lane. Bogdanovich puts the Bulldogs back up by 4 at 40-36. Meanwhile, into the game for once again, MFL MarMac is Cora Keener, a young freshman. Down low in the lane, Gall backs her way over. The left-hander uses the right hand. It is no good. Played Annie over. Bogdanovich, the rebound, wants to run. Bogdanovich drives in, one-handed shot, banks it long. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Keener. Saves it back to Bogdanovich. On top, Pika, right side for 3. Circles in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Autumn Shaw. Uses the left hand, banks it up and in. And the Bulldogs go back up by 6. A minute left here in the third.
And a little flurry here by the Bulldogs. Vikings got to find a way to answer.
Kirby to Gall, uses the left hand from the left side. Better form on that one. Natural hand there, and a nice answer by Edco.
And nice job recognizing, using the left hand and going strong.
Bollinger knocks the ball away from Pika. Pika behind her back. Somehow, they say she has possession with her hand behind the back, and Coach Winter saves a timeout to avoid a turnover. So the Bulldogs maintain possession. Quick 30-second timeout. Let's take this break.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
So a timeout saved by MFL MarMac there. And during the timeout, you could see Coach Putz having a conversation with the official. And the official said, well, even though her hand was behind her back, pinning the ball against her back, that's considered possession, according to him anyway.
Yeah, he said she had a hand on the ball, and it was on her back, so she had possession, and nobody else was touching the ball yet.
And it is MFL MarMac's basketball. Bogdanovich drives it right side. In my opinion, not a chance. Bogdanovich reach-in foul there by Bollinger. That'll be the 5th foul on Edco. 40 seconds left in our third quarter, but it seems like our officials are so close to automatically give that timeout. You know, it's the coaches call it anytime there's a mad scramble. Anderson back in the game on the right block. Spins left side, banks it too strong though. Gets her own rebound, moves to the left side, banks it up and in. 44-38. Anderson pads the rebounding stats and puts the Bulldogs back up by 6.
Boy, she made that look easy, but that was a tough rebound and a nice finish.
Left side, it is Bollinger. Deep left corner, fires up the 3, aired it well long, and airs it out. Bogdanovich gets the rebound. Bogdanovich carried the basketball in the backcourt as she brought it ahead into the offensive end. A good job by Addie Kirby coming over there and kind of disrupted Bogdanovich. They turn it over.
Yeah, 15 seconds here for the Vikings to try to get a score, and Coach Winter wants to get a sub in there. Looks like Cora Keener checking back in. Anderson's going to check out.
So we got Anderson in there for a couple of minutes. She got a basket and take her back out with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Sideline area, Ellie Kirby, deep right corner, fires the 3, shot short, hit the side of the rim. Bogdanovich the rebound. Probably took that a little too quick. Bogdanovich back offensively, 7 seconds to go. Shaw has it right side, back over on top to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich drives baseline, one-handed push shot, got it to go in as the quarter comes to an end. Bogdanovich forced it in traffic and bailed out. And the Bulldogs have their biggest lead as we go to the 4th at 46-38. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Wilterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, Ems Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Welcome back once again here to Monona. Bogdanovich on the right baseline, about 10 feet away, and really a tough angle shot to hit. Puts the Bulldogs up by 8.
Yeah, kind of had her head down, and you didn't know for sure where she was going, and all of a sudden she pulls up and just drains that shot. A nice boost there. Extend that to an 8-point lead. This is the biggest lead for the Bulldogs.
It is MFL MarMac's basketball to start the 4th quarter. They have Moon out there along with Shaw. Also out there, Bogdanovich, Anderson, and Pika, who gets the inbounds. Edco continuing to zone things up. Right side, it is again Pika on top to Moon. Moon with it for Edco. You have again out there, that is Addie Kirby, Campbell Kirby. Also out there will be Claire Alvis. And you also have out there as well in Helmrichs and Meyer, who just scored that basket.
And that was Bogdanovich just point blank, able to get that shot, rolled around and rolled in over top of Alvis.
And now the Vikings suddenly down by 10. Baseline, Alvis, open 8-foot jump shot. It is good, left baseline. Absolutely wide open. Good recognition by Ellie Kirby. Vikings needing a boost. So Helmrich's back on the court for Edco with those fouls. Had 3, picking up the 3rd in the 3rd quarter. Back out on top, Alvis brings it right side. You can be patient here if you're MFL MarMac because they still want to go down low. And as I say that, Moon throws it away. Wanted to go to Shaw, but Shaw started to go from the right corner baseline, and she expected Shaw to stay in the corner, and they turn it over. So a minute into our 4th quarter. And in that quarter, MFL MarMac outscored Edco 17-10, but that was a flurry to close the quarter. Here's Claire Alvis, baseline 15-footer, wide open, a step further than when she was last trip. She has scored the last 4 points, and the Vikings back within 6.
Yeah, a little spark off the bench there out of Claire Alvis. Now she's playing in the middle of the zone. She's got to contend with Anderson on the other end.
And they go to the high post area. Bogdanovich puts it on the floor, drives in, wraparound pass to Anderson, shot no good, and fouled by Helmrichs. Helmrichs defensed it initially right. You figured Bogdanovich was going to take the shot, but it was a wraparound pass to Anderson.
Yeah, nice recognition there by Anderson, or by Bogdanovich, realizing she's going to get blocked.
That is actually the 5th foul on Helmrichs, by the way.
She's been playing with 4, so we thought she was at 3. She was at 4, so she's going to foul out of this ballgame.
So those fouls that came very quickly in the third quarter came back-to-back, put her at 4. And again, our fouls are not working on our scoreboard tonight here. And that includes when they put up player fouls. So in the scores that have the numbers, the points and the fouls, that's not working either. Anderson to the free throw line, though, and it is good. She got 2, and it's 49-42. So Edco now has to go the rest of this game without their leader.
Yeah, and right now you look at the free throws we talked about. Neither one of these teams getting there a lot, but MFL MarMac has made 8 free throws. Edco's 2. That's kind of the difference in our ballgame right now.
Anderson's second free throw. It is good. 50-42. Bulldogs lead by 8. They have been efficient on offense tonight. So can the Vikings get hot from the outside? Here is a Campbell Kirby right side for 3. It's off the back of the rim, but the rebound by Addie Kirby. It loses the basketball in the lane, picked up there by Anderson. So she got the rebound, but lost it in traffic. And MFL MarMac again. Never would you think you'd say this, but they're going to pull it back and run their offense.
Yeah. Yep, they're not looking to run right now. They've got some patience. They're going to try to force Edco out of this zone. They've been in this all night long.
Bogdanovich, high post area, swings it left side to Cadence Moon. Moon back out on top. High post area again to Bogdanovich. Swings it baseline to Shaw. Shaw, Bogdanovich at the elbow, puts it on the floor, takes a left-handed shot, pushes it up off the front of the rim, no good. How she got that shot up there? And then Bogdanovich reaches in from behind and commits the foul. That's a tough shot she just took.
It is, and Bogdanovich has been interesting. She's been really that high post tonight, and I don't know if this is just a change by Coach Winter, but she's done a nice job attacking, passing, shooting out of that high post area, and doing it very well tonight.
Using her quickness on the inside, I think that's where the reason why they put her in that post area. Meyer will check out for Edco, and Ellie Kirby comes back in. Gall, by the way, is into the ballgame as well after Helmrichs fouled out. Down by 8, top of the key. That is, again, Campbell Kirby for 3. It's off the back of the rim from the top of the key. Anderson gets the rebound. Back in the offensive end. Good job by Edco getting back, but Anderson gets it on the right block. Muscles it up between 2 defenders. It's up and in. So Anderson strong with the ball. Bulldogs go back up by 10.
Yeah, we talked about the post having to have a big night, and Anderson really has so far tonight.
And they have fed the post tonight offensively. Back right side, Ellie Kirby. Baseline takes a 15-footer, rushed it short. Rebound underneath. That is Alvis. Misses the putback on the left side. Maybe too far underneath. Ellie Kirby the rebound. Putback. Misses it facing the basket, but fouled in the middle of the lane. And Ellie Kirby goes to the free throw line for 2. Good effort by the Vikings with a couple of opportunities there.
Yeah, those second chance opportunities crashing the boards. They're going to have to do that being down 10. This is that lead that it gets to the point where it gets insurmountable, so you have to cut back into it, keep attacking, and force MFL MarMac out of their comfort zone.
4th foul committed by the Bulldogs. Free throw by Kirby. It is good. They're back within 9. So MFL MarMac has led much of this second half. Second free throw off the back of the rim. Anderson tipped the rebound to Bogdanovich. And the Bulldogs back offensively. Edco at a certain point maybe going to have to come after MFL MarMac a little more out of that zone.
And then that matchup inside with Anderson's going to get even tougher.
And back out on top here now. They go high post area. Bogdanovich puts it on the floor. Wide open. Inside the free throw line. Banks it long. Anderson the rebound. Muscles it up between 2 defenders. It's up and in. So Anderson the strength. This is the biggest lead of the night for MFL MarMac. 54-43. Back offensively, here's Addie Kirby. Left open, right side for 3. Cups in and out, no good. Rebound by Ellie Kirby, tied up there with Bogdanovich. The ball taken away late by Ashley Shaw, but it is a jump ball, middle of the lane, stays down here with the Vikings.
Yeah, a nice crash into the boards there again. Addie Kirby finally getting an open look there, and if you can hear Coach Winter, but he's hollering, shooter, shooter, shooter. They've really done a nice job of identifying her in the second half.
Inbounds to the basket, rolling right side. Claire Alvis catches it and is fouled by Anderson. So that would be the 4th foul on Anderson now, as Alvis rolled to the right side on the inbounds.
Yeah, nice job by Alvis finding that opening and just taking it up strong. Anderson coming late and came across the arm as Alvis went up strong.
Free throw by Alvis over the front of the rim, rolls to the back and rolls through. Vikings back within 10. They're going to have to get some stops, though, in the half court. Second free throw being eyed. Alvis, second free throw on its way there. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Only one of two. Bogdanovich treks down the rebound on the far side. And back in the offensive end with 4.5 to go here in our fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead by 10. Moon back over right side to Shaw. Looking in the lane, Anderson. Pass over shot. Too high, too hot to handle. And the ball goes to the weak side. Picked up by Edco. Eddie Kirby back offensively. Kirby loses it, picks it back up, brings it left side, baseline, Alvis, shot blocked there by Anderson, came out to defend it, goes out of bounds, but it stays down here. Anderson came out from the post, got a piece of the shot, and Edco takes it off the left side of the basket.
Yeah, nice job there by Anderson recovering and getting a piece of that. Otherwise, Claire Alvis had a nice open shot.
And it will be inbounds to Claire Alvis, back out on top. They work it in the corner. Addie Kirby, deep left corner for three, got it! And a timeout taken by Edco. So back within 7, 4:11 to go. Timeout Vikings. Let's take this break.
Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sode's Greenacre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. So a timeout taken by Edco. Both teams in good shape timeout-wise there. MFL MarMac has 3. Edgewood Colesburg has 3 timeouts left as well. They take the timeout, 7-point ball game, and you figure here's your defensive change now for Edco, down by 7?
Yeah, down by 7. They're going to have to put a little pressure on the Bulldogs here. They got to recognize where Anderson's at. If they get a fast break, I think they can try to get the ball in Bogdanovich's hands, because she's been doing a nice job of attacking.
So full court this will be, and it's going to be, it appears, full court girl-to-girl defense, and maybe look to trap. Inbounds, they get it to Pika. Pika to Bogdanovich. Nice job beating the pressure, and they go to Moon, who catches it ahead to Anderson on the right block, and that's how you run the break. The ball never hit the floor, did it? And it's a 9-point lead.
Ball never hit the floor, and ball was always up over the defense. Nice finish by Anderson.
And back offensively now on top. It is Edco losing the basketball, but a foul committed there by MFL MarMac. 5 team fouls. I believe the foul on Pika on top.
Oh, that foul was on Shaw. That's going to be their 6th. So both teams are going to be in the bonus from here on out.
3:51 left in our fourth quarter. 9-point lead for MFL MarMac. Inbounds to Addie Kirby. Kirby with it, right side to Ellie Kirby. Kirby drives baseline. In the lane, they go to Alvis from the right block. Misses the shot, fought, but fouled. And Claire Alvis has done a good job around the basket. Has the size there over Moon. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, great spark off the bench. Claire Alvis here tonight. She's been out a couple nights. She's been sick, so good to get her back, but she's attacking that basket. It'd be nice to get her an and one.
Was that the 5th foul on Cadence Moon?
I'm not sure, but I think she's out of the game, so I'm surprised that they made this change.
Free throw, it is good. Autumn Shaw came into the ball game, and the free throw makes it 56-48. Vikings have trailed this second half by as much as 11. It's an 8-point deficit right now. Alvis' second free throw makes it 7. And Alvis has given them a spark here this fourth quarter.
Big-time spark offensively.
Inbounds to, again, Pika in the backcourt to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich pushes it near sideline, brings it across the timeline, has a lane to the basket, drives in, scores the layup. Late rolling over defensively was Claire Alvis. She tried to draw the charge, but too far underneath the basket. Good decision by Bogdanovich. They lead by 9. Bulldogs, by the way, are girl-to-girl defense, so they have changed defensively. In the lane, they try to go to Gall, and it's actually intercepted by Autumn Shaw. And Shaw took off, moved the feet before moving the ball after the interception, traveled with the basketball.
Yeah, great read by Autumn Shaw there. Stepped right into that passing lane. An easy steal, and all she had to do was wait for a guard, and feet started moving before the dribble happened.
And Gall takes it off left side, inbounds to Addie Kirby, baseline 8-foot jump shot, no good. Bogdanovich gets the rebound, and here's a fast break. Bogdanovich runs into a defender there in Campbell Kirby. She's called for the block as Bogdanovich was able to get Kirby on her heels, and that puts Bogdanovich to the free throw line for 2.
Well, and a smart foul by Kirby there. That's on the floor, so this is a 1-and-1 for Bogdanovich, not the automatic 2.
And both teams now into the bonus. So this could become who hits the free throws for MFL MarMac, and they hit enough to keep him at a distance. Bogdanovich with, again, a 1-and-1. A 9-point lead. Bogdanovich free throw on its way there. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Rebound by Campbell Kirby. Back over to Claire Alvis. Alvis brings it across the timeline and carried the basketball. As Alvis brought it across the timeline, the Vikings turn it over.
And that's a costly turnover. They had a little bit of a fast break there. I don't know if she would have been able to finish, but she's been getting to the rim, just not a chance to finish.
3 minutes left in the fourth. Bulldogs lead by 9. Backcourt area, they push it ahead. Ashley Shaw to Bogdanovich on the wing. Bogdanovich left side has a lane to the basket. Too far underneath as the ball, she went up for the shot, hit underneath the basket, and the rebound pulled down there by Kirby. Eddie Kirby for Edco. Back to Alvis. Alvis catches it in the lane. Now to Eddie Kirby. Drives in right side. Lost the basketball on the drive in. She had the right idea. She had a step under defender Shaw, but just couldn't control the basketball.
And I'd like to see Claire Alvis square up on that one. I think she at least would have drawn the defense and given that lane a little more opening for Eddie Kirby.
Anderson beats the pressure. Gets it ahead to Autumn Shaw. Shaw drives in, stops, and then makes a good decision here. Back out on top to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich will race it back towards the center court line and get it into the hands of Pika. Pika right side. Anderson demanding the ball in the right block. Back over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich back out on top to Pika. Again, you're MFL MarMac. You're up by 9. No reason to rush. Pika top of the key. Brings it back right side. And now goes back to Shaw, who quickly launches it with the shot clock at 3. But the ball into the hands of Bogdanovich, saves it back to Anderson, and she puts it up and in. Right place, right time. They use all of the shot clock, and the Bulldogs go back up by 11.
Yeah, Shaw was just trying to beat the shot clock there and air ball, but nice rebound and put back in.
And back offensively, right
Addie
side,
Kirby.
It is Addie Kirby scoring the basket, brings them back within 9, and Edco takes a timeout. 60-51, Bulldogs trying to hang on. Back with the finish after this.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
60-51, MFL MarMac in the lead, 1:53 left in the fourth, so the Vikings scoring, quickly taking a timeout to set up what they want to do defensively here, and MFL MarMac will run a 1-4 set on the inbounds to Pika. MFL MarMac's handled the pressure pretty well here, but again, Pika in the backcourt, fouled by Campbell Kirby, and every foul here now puts MFL MarMac to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, leading by 9.
Yeah, just Edco's trying to slow them down, try to cause some turnovers, but I think they have to put them on the line, take their chances there, try to get good rebounds, and hope they miss.
Anderson has led MFL MarMac tonight offensively in this game.
Yeah, she's over 20 points for tonight, 15 at halftime.
Free throw there, banks it right. It is no good as it banked it to the right side of the rim. Rebound pulled down there by the Bulldogs. It hit the rim on the way back. Right side for 3. Eddie Kirby right side misses it. Ellie Kirby the rebound, but too far underneath the basket, missed the shot. Anderson has the rebound taken away. Back over to Ellie Kirby, who scores the layup, and another timeout taken by by Edco rather. We'll keep it right here in this 30-second timeout. Great scramble there by Edco, and Eddie Kirby scores the layup.
Yeah, nice job just digging, keeping after that rebound, and Grace Anderson didn't quite get it secured, and I'm sure Coach Winter's going to talk about we got to get rebounds, be strong with the ball, make your free throws on the other end.
I believe, by the way, that is the final timeout taken by Edgewood Colesburg. I believe that is their final timeout.
I don't know if that's their last one or if they got one left, but trying to stop the clock here, try to preserve as much time as possible.
And again, that'll allow them to set up defensively. MFL MarMac got the stop, but turned it over there after getting the stop.
Yeah, just not able to secure that rebound, and I think that's what they're going to have to do here. Get secure rebound, strong with the basketball. You know Edco's going to put pressure on you. You know they're going to foul, trying to go for the ball. You just need to knock down the shots and play good defense, not give them open looks or second chance opportunities.
Right after this game, we'll go through the game stats and then start the chalk talk for our boys game coming up. But right now, it is MFL MarMac's basketball. And again, they line up in that 1-4 set in the backcourt. 4 girls, free throw line extended. Inbounds, they go there to, once again, Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich back right side to, that is Pika. Pika in the lane to Anderson, forced the pass, and it's knocked away. And then the ball taken away finally by Edco. And it is Campbell Kirby who is fouled by Autumn Shaw. And the last thing MFL MarMac wanted to do there was commit a foul because Edco into the bonus.
Well, now Edco gets to walk the length of the court. No time's going to go off the clock, and they get 2 free attempts here, or a 1-and-1 attempt here for Campbell Kirby.
So this, a couple of big free throws with 1:18 to go in our fourth quarter. And the Vikings down by 7. Kirby's free throw, it is good. So it's a 2-possession game at 60-54. So the Vikings here were down 60-49, and they have scored the last 5 points. Second free throw being eyed there, and that free throw short, but rolls over to the front of the rim. It is good. A 6-0 run has brought them back to within 5. Alvis in the backcourt there and helping out defensively, and it is Pika who is fouled in the backcourt by Addie Kirby. As again, Edco overplaying and being aggressive, and a close opportunity there to try to get a turnover.
Yeah, almost got the turnover. Had Pika going up the sideline and just bumped her a little bit. But as a team, MFL MarMac shooting 56% from the free throw line. So it's not an automatic. They've been shooting well tonight, but they need to knock down some shots.
This is off the back of the rim, and this is no good. It was the final 1-and-1 on the 9th team foul. Edco down by 5. Back in the offensive end, Ellie Kirby catches it left side, fires it up and in from inside the left block. It's a 1-possession game, and MFL MarMac takes a timeout. So coming back is Edgewood Colesburg, an 8-0 run. Back within 60-57. Let's take this timeout.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. 1:03 left in our fourth quarter, 60-57. MFL MarMac scored that layup by Anderson on a putback to make it 60-49, and Edco has had their best stretch here of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've had 8 unanswered points. Their full-court defense has kind of thrown MFL MarMac out of sorts. They've been turning it over. When they have been fouled, they haven't been knocking down the shot. So Edco's going to put some pressure here again, look to get another turnover.
And that caused Coach Winter to take a timeout here, and it will be Ashley Shaw taking it inbounds to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich backcourt, and again, Edco looks to trap. Bogdanovich pushes it middle of the court to Shaw. Had Anderson ahead of the pack, but thinks better of it and brings it back out on top to Bogdanovich. So MFL MarMac trying to make Edco come get him, and there's a reach-in foul there by Addie Kirby. So a reach-in on Pika, who was just there moments ago, missed the front end of a 1-and-1, but now this is 2 for Pika at the free throw line.
Yeah, and a little more relaxing here for the Bulldogs, shooting 2. They know they got them both, but still got to knock down some shots. It's a 1-possession ball game.
Pika's first free throw on its way there. It is off the mark. Her foot was on the line anyway, but she pushed it well to the right. It did not even hit the rim, and the best she can do is make it a 4-point game. So Pika here, a little rattled on that free throw. Second free throw. Let's see if she gets back to form here. Second free throw on its way. That free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. Good on that one. 1 of 2, 4-point lead, and then Shaw almost made contact there with Addie Kirby in the backcourt, but avoided her. Could have been a costly foul. Edco back in the offensive end. Back out on top to Addie Kirby. trying to go high post area to Gall. Gall right side to Ellie Kirby. Back out on top to Maddie Kirby. Kirby right sideline trying to go in the lane to Gall, and Anderson called for the hold, I believe, as they tried to go to Gall on the right block, and a foul committed by MFL MarMac with 31 seconds to go here in the fourth, and Edco goes to the line.
And that's a big call. It's still a 1-and-1 here for Gall going to the free throw line, but Anderson kind of came through her. That's going to be her fourth foul.
Now, Gall to the free throw line in this ball game has not been there, has she?
She has not been there. She's got 4 points tonight. Hasn't had any attempts here at the free throw line.
And this is a 1-and-1. Free throw is good, and it's 61-58. But if you're MFL MarMac here, you've committed a couple of costly fouls here this last minute.
Yeah, silly fouls and at the wrong opportunity, and almost had one right when it got inbounded down here.
Second free throw, it is good by Gall. It is a 2-point game. So they were down by 11. They're back within 2. Inbounds to Bogdanovich. 30 seconds left. They get it ahead to Autumn Shaw. Catches it in the offensive end. Tried to go to Bogdanovich and throws it between her legs. Picked up by Gall. She drives in. Right-handed layup. It is no good. Rebound by Eddie Kirby. Her put back. It is up and in. And we are tied with 15 seconds to go. And Edco fouls. Edco fouls with 12.7 seconds left to go. Addie Kirby did not realize the game was tied.
She thought they were still down by 1 and went and fouled her and didn't need to here. So Caitlin Peak is going to go to the free throw line. She struggled there the last time. Looking to capitalize here with 2 shots with 12.7 seconds left on the clock.
And a 12-1 run, 2 free throws for Pika. The free throw, it is no good. So Addie Kirby scored the basket there after they turned them over on the offensive rebound to tie it up. Second free throw being eyed by Pika. 12.7 seconds left here. Second free throw, it's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Rebound, it is a jump ball. Autumn Shaw tied up with, I believe there, Claire Alvis, and it goes to MFL MarMac with 11.2 seconds left here in the fourth.
Those were big free throws, and now MFL MarMac's going to have to run some kind of set and get an easy bucket.
Bogdanovich inbounds right side to Shaw. You got to go to Anderson here. Bogdanovich in the corner, 8 seconds to go. On top to Pika with 5 seconds to go. Pika brings it right side, drives baseline, and fouled there. No, she stepped out of bounds.
She stepped out of bounds
on the baseline with 1.4 seconds to go, and MFL MarMac will not get a shot off here, and Edco apparently does have one timeout, and they have to go the length of the court with 1.4 seconds to go. Down by 11, they've got a chance to maybe steal this.
They might have a chance to steal it, but 1.4, this is going to be tough. MFL MarMac's going to be on their short, and they're going to have to make sure they don't let Edco, or let MFL MarMac get an easy steal and a bucket with 1.4. The best thing that can happen if it's not a win is an overtime game and give yourself some more time.
Edco will take it out of bounds, but under the MFL MarMac basket. So any long pass, you want to make sure that at least you get your hand on it or at least get contact on it there, because you don't want to throw it the other end out of bounds and give it back to MFL MarMac under their basket.
No, they've got enough sets, out of bounds plays under their own hoop where they can get just a touch pass finish around the basket. So you want to make sure that this ball gets touched and give yourself a chance, but live to fight another day if you can't take the overtime.
Audrey Helmerichs fouled out early in the fourth quarter. The Bulldogs got an 11-point lead, and it looked like they were on their way. MFL MarMac has missed some free throws here, committed some fouls, and Edco has taken advantage. They've scrapped their way with a chance to steal it here in the final second of the fourth quarter.
They have really worked hard, just digging and getting those turnovers, knocking down shots, hitting free throws, gotten themselves back in this ballgame.
All right, so to take it out of bounds, and again, MFL MarMac will let them inbound it. They will only pick them up at half court if they need to. Gall will take it out of bounds underneath the basket. They run their free throw line set there. They get it to center court to Addie Kirby, who fires it up, but it's going to be well short from just on the opposite side of half court. So we go overtime. It's extra period tonight here in Monona. Tied at 61 as we go to the overtime session. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns Family Dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life. Edco outscores MFL MarMac 23-15. They close the fourth quarter on a 12-1 run to force this overtime session. We put 4 minutes on the clock. It's a late night here in Monona because it's fun quad night, but let's go an extra session here for the girls.
Yeah, Eddie Kirby leading the way for the Vikings right now with 23. Grace Anderson's got 31, so those are your leading scorers up to this point.
And it is Ellie Kirby and Anderson to tip it up. The tip goes into the backcourt, into the hands of Autumn Shaw, and now MFL MarMac has possession. Back left side to Autumn Shaw. Back out on top to Pika. Pika brings it right side offensively. In the lane to Anderson. Spins, middle of the lane, post-up shot, facing the basket, up and in. They go right down to Anderson, her first touch in a while, and the Bulldogs retake the lead.
Yeah, nice recognition. Anderson, get it inside. Go back to what's been working tonight. She's the leading scorer overall tonight.
And left side offensively, it is Claire Alvis. Edco has not led since very early in the third quarter. Alvis in the corner, brings it back on top to Ellie Kirby, on top to Addie Kirby, who hit the shot that tied the game in the closing seconds. High post area to Alvis. They go back door to Kirby, and it's picked up there. Kirby takes a contested shot as jumping the passing lane there was Pika, who actually forced a turnover. In the lane, Autumn Shaw, right side, from the right block, up and in. Autumn Shaw, the sophomore, scores. And Edco here trails now by 4.
Yeah, just a quick couple of buckets there for the Bulldogs and just establish things.
And you see what MFL MarMac did? Going right back down low.
Right back in low to the other side.
And back offensively, it is Addie Kirby. Pick and roll, goes to Claire Alvis. Catches it inside the left block, muscles it up and in. Got by her defender. Autumn Shaw may have tweaked her ankle. They'll stop playing with 2:42 to go as she came down and may have landed on Alvis's ankle. But the ball goes to MFL MarMac, and Autumn Shaw will limp, and I mean very gingerly, to the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a bang in the knees, if she made contact, or if that was a no contact. But I think that was a, hey, I hit somebody else's knee on my knee, and she felt that right away.
So they will bring in number 25, Keegan Eckert. A sophomore checks in for the sophomore Autumn Shaw. Inbounds to Bogdanovich. 2-point lead. Again, the Vikings continue to press. That's exactly what got him in the game. Eckert catches it at center court and traveled with the basketball. She turned, was looking to fire it ahead, but nobody there, and she slid the pivot foot. Edco forces the turnover.
Yeah, another turnover there for the Bulldogs, and they've been struggling here in this fourth quarter, just taking care of the basketball. Now again in the overtime, just a silly turnover, dragging the feet before you're putting the ball
Campbell
down.
Kirby to Ellie Kirby with it right side to Gall. Gall right wing with it. Back over top of the key to Campbell Kirby. Edco can maybe take the lead with a 3 here. Addie Kirby, girl-to-girl defense by MFL MarMac. Addie Kirby finds herself free at the elbow. 15-footer, it is short. Marin Gall, the rebound, backs her way down and shot no good, but fouled. A good job there by Marin Gall. And who's this foul on? It's actually on Bogdanovich. If it would have been on Anderson, it would have been number 5.
That would have been number 5, but
it's number 5 on Bogdanovich, and MFL MarMac doesn't like that much better.
No, she's been one of their ball handlers and one that's been attacking the hoop well tonight.
And this is what you usually see as the game goes on here. It becomes a matter of attrition in overtime. Substitution there. We've got a question to who the foul was on. They say it's on Bogdanovich, who started to come over on the sideline, and actually Bogdanovich does not foul out of the game. The scorers table thought it was on Anderson. It's on Bogdanovich.
Oh, okay. Because they said 5, and they must have thought Anderson was done, but that foul goes on Bogdanovich.
So Bogdanovich stays in the game, and that will be her 4th foul. Free throw by Gall. It is short, aired it out. Gall hit a couple of big free throws in the final minute of the regulation session. Second free throw being eyed by Gall, trying to put the Vikings back within 1. Second free throw on its way, and it is good. True to form on that one. She has made 3 of 4 free throws, back to a 1-point lead. Shaw, it looks like as she caught it, she turned and somehow did not travel, but she drives in. The shot blocked there by Ellie Kirby on the drive in. Rebound by Addie Kirby. 2 minutes left in overtime. 1-point lead for MFL MarMac. Vikings have a chance to take the lead, but Bogdanovich steals it away from Kirby, and then a jump ball is forced. It will stay down here, though, with Edco. Bogdanovich saw that ball and took a chance there to get it.
Yeah, she had it, and Ellie Kirby grabbed it right back and ended up tying up. So got to take care of the basketball right now.
Alvis inbounds. They go in the lane to Gall. She's got Anderson sealed. Uses the right hand. It's up and in. Again, Anderson had to stay straight up. Vikings lead for the first time since early in the third quarter. Back ahead is Shaw offensively. MFL MarMac tries to answer, and they turn it over. Shaw tried to go left side to Bogdanovich in the corner, and MFL MarMac out of sorts right now.
They're out of sorts and just not taking care of valuing that basketball. Edco has a chance here to extend this, get this to a 3-point or 4-point ball game, and really put MFL MarMac behind the 8 ball.
90 seconds left in overtime. They lead by 1. Ellie Kirby, high post area to Marin Gall. Gall double team, looks back door, knocked away by Anderson, picked up by Bogdanovich. And you see Coach Winter saying, go, let's get into the offensive end. Back left side to Pika, who steps into a 3, but traveled stepping into it. She was absolutely wide open. She aired it out because the whistle was sounding. But the ball goes back to Edgewood Colesburg.
And Pika was wide open on the left side, but so was Grace Anderson. She had one-on-one, had her girl sealed. They only needed 2 to take the lead, not the 3 at that point.
66-65, Edco in the lead. 1:15 left here in overtime. Alvis left side. Edco really looking in the lane there for, once again, Gall. Back left side, Campbell, Kirby. They get it to Gall, left block. Double team there. Eckert comes over to help out. They go back out on top. Free throw line to Claire Alvis. Back right side to Kirby. Inside a minute to go. Ellie Kirby, deep 3. Right side, no good. Rebound by Eckert ahead to Bogdanovich. MFL MarMac has numbers. Bogdanovich to Shaw. Left side, uses the right hand up and in. And MFL MarMac takes the lead at 67-66. 40 seconds left in overtime.
And that was a big shot there by Shaw. Nice run out by the Bulldogs, but patience here by the Vikings. They can run this shot clock down and try to get a good-looking shot.
Claire Alvis, baseline 15-footer, aired it out long. It is no good. A rebound by Bogdanovich on the right side, back over to Eckert. Eckert holds the basketball, and a timeout taken by MFL MarMac. 21 seconds left in overtime. We'll keep it right here during this timeout. Bulldogs with possession and a 1-point lead. For Edco, that's not a bad shot that Claire Alvis got.
No, that was not a bad shot at all, but they didn't have anybody rebounding on the other side, so an easy clear out by the Bulldogs there. And Coach Winter's talking to him right now about being patient. You don't need to take a shot, but I'm sure if they can get it into Anderson, they'll take a basket, an and one, something close, but they just don't want to give the ball back to the Edco Vikings right here with just a single point lead.
All right, so it's 67-66. Again, 21.7 seconds to go. If you're MFL MarMac, you know that Edco's going to come after you. And Alvis has the guard Pika has struggled from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. I think they want to go to maybe more of their experienced players, Bogdanovich or Anderson.
Yeah, I think Edco knows that. They're going to go after Pika. They're going to try to foul her.
Ashley Shaw would be another one.
Ashley Shaw, another one who, she's hit a couple of shots, but if Eckert's out there or if Autumn Shaw's out there, someone who hasn't played as much, that would be a good person to put on the line if you need to foul here.
All right, so MFL MarMac used the timeout with possession and a 1-point lead. If you're Edco, keep on doing how scrappy you've been defensively.
Yeah, stay after it, keep digging. If you get a foul, you get a foul, but you got to keep after it here because there's no time to waste.
Yeah, and Pika will take it out of bounds. A good decision here by Coach Winter. They'll take it in front of the MFL MarMac bench in the offensive end. So Winter near side goes to Bogdanovich at the center court line, and Claire Alvis comes out and fouls her. So that's exactly what they wanted to do. And again, this is nothing against the youngster Pika. Remember, she missed all of last season.
Right.
So she's still growing into this role. But you've got Bogdanovich, Shaw, and also Anderson, who have played major minutes for MFL MarMac.
Well, and Pika's had 1 free throw out of 6 in this fourth quarter. So they know she'd be a good choice to take that ball out, give it to somebody else who's maybe been in the situation a little more.
Bogdanovich free throw is good. Bogdanovich from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, that's her second free throw made. She is 2 for 4 at this point.
And it's a 2-point lead. She'll try to make it a 3-point lead as Edco makes an offensive-defensive switch. Second free throw being eyed there by Bogdanovich. Free throw on its way. It is good. 69-66. 19 seconds to go. Kirby sideline to Ellie Kirby. They try to go to Gall. Intercepted by Anderson. Actually knocked it away. Picked up by Edco. Claire Alvis in the lane. They try to go down low. Deflected by Anderson. But the Vikings hang on. Right side, Gall for 3. Off the front of the rim, it is no good. Autumn Shaw gets the rebound back to Bogdanovich and fouled with 1.6 seconds to go. And MFL MarMac is going to regroup. They blew an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter, but they regroup here in overtime, and they're going to go on to win this game.
They're going to survive this game because Edco stayed scrappy, got after it, had a couple of looks this last time down, and a couple collisions that could have easily been fouls. Edco's going to take a timeout and talk about this.
We'll keep it right here. And again, this is just now with 1.6 seconds to go. This is a matter here of MFL MarMac having to make one to officially close the deal. Want to remind you, after this ball game, we'll again have our game stats and start the Chalk Talk for the boys game. And that'll be coming up a little bit later on tonight. We got a late start to this ball game, but this has been worth waiting for tonight.
It has. This has been a great ball game. Both of these teams never really gave up, had fight all night long. And what a great ball game. Little overtime tonight.
For Edco, got a couple of shots in the offensive end. They were really looking in the lane, and you could have looked for two. You had time to do that.
You had time.
I get that. But Anderson really was aggressive defensively for MFL MarMac.
She was. She came through Gull on that one. No call. Kind of came out on Alvis on that pass. No call. So kind of lucked out there. But the aggressiveness pays off. Bulldogs got the ball and down here shooting some free throws.
All right, a boys' final tonight. Clayton Ridge has defeated Starmont 65-31. That's the final score there. Bogdanovich, who just hit two huge free throws, trying to close the deal for MFL MarMac. Bulldogs, again, had a 60-49 lead. We entered overtime, tied at 61. And it is, again, Bogdanovich, the junior to the free throw line. She has two here. MFL MarMac, everybody off the line. Free throw by Bogdanovich, it is no good. If you're Edco, you took that timeout because on a miss, I think you want Addie Kirby to take the, again, it's going to be a heave.
It's going to be a heave. It's going to be a prayer shot if Bogdanovich can't make this shot.
Bogdanovich, second free throw on its way. Floats that one on up there. That one's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Ellie Kirby, three-quarters court heave. It is well short, and the game comes to an end. What an effort by Edco to come back and force this game into overtime. But MFL MarMac regroups, and the Bulldogs find a way to win their third in a row. They make enough plays to close the deal. MFL MarMac 69, Edco 66 in overtime. That's your final score. When we return, we'll have the game stats and the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Top Gun Collision Center knows hunting season is over, but the deer still have a lot of tags to fill. If you've been tagged by anything, pull into the stoplight at Top Gun. That's it. Bob and his technicians have over 35 years experience and will handle everything. We write the estimate, take photos, and follow the factory engineered repaired procedures to fix your vehicle quickly and, most important, safely. We also have free loaners or rental vehicles. While you're there, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount program. Call Bob at 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete and Post Fill, and by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. 69-66, MFL MarMac wins in overtime. Grace Anderson leads the way for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Anderson led the way, 33 points, 16 points for Hannah Bogdanovich, 7 points for Ashley Shaw, 6 points for Caitlin Pika, 4 points for Autumn Shaw, 3 points for Cadence Moon, 69 points tonight for the Bulldogs, having to go that extra period. For the Vikings, they were led by Addie Kirby with 23 points, 16 points for Ellie Kirby, 9 points for Claire Alves, 9 points for Marin Gall, both of them off the bench, 7 points for Audrey Helmerks tonight, 2 points for Campbell Kirby, 66 points for the Vikings.
And again, Edco did a great job down by 11 in the fourth quarter to force overtime, but it comes up short as MFL MarMac regroups and wins 69-66. We'll take a break. When we return, the Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
It's time now for the Viking Bulldog Boys game. The Edco boys are in a rebuilding mode. They're also in the hardest stretch of their schedule, playing 4 of the best teams they will face all season. This is about taking a step forward and continuing to improve. For MFL MarMac, nearly everyone back from a season ago. This team has high goals for this season. They have no plans to overlook the Vikings tonight. It's Game 2 tonight with Edgewood Colesburg and MFL MarMac. Tonight's Chalk Talk coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by Edco boys basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, your team dropping that decision to a pretty good Alburnett team. I know you guys played a bit shorthanded. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we were missing kind of our top 2 guards with sickness and things like that. So with a team like Alburnett, who is they're very strong across the board. They got about 15 guys that are real solid, sophomore through senior. So, I mean, just a nice team. And they came in, they got after us. I really liked how we started the game. We came out, did some things really well, and then as we kind of got fatigued and run a little shorthanded, just kind of couldn't quite get the rotation we needed to kind of hang around a little bit better than what we did, and things began to snowball. And being a young team, trying to figure out how to bring everything together and play through adversity a little bit becomes a little harder. And, each game I think we're going to get a little bit better at figuring out who we are and how to do those things.
Sure.
So, it got a little tough towards the end there, but the kids gritted it out, and, they brought everything they could, and we're just going to keep building as we go.
All right, now let's go through starting a lineup for your team tonight.
Yeah, so I'm going to start Price Rochford, Cale Funk, and Caden Cole at my guards tonight. And then at my post positions, I'm going to start Grady Mather, and I'm going to start Will Wiskus this evening.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yeah, I got some guys that come in and provide some nice sparks. I got Bo Kelzer, Kyler Cole, Xander Knipper are kind of my guys that really rotate in and help us out.
MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
They're going to be fast, quick. They play strong. They're not real big, but they're very physical. They like to get up and down the floor. It's going to be pressure all night long. So we're really going to have to be strong with the ball, patient on offense, make them work as hard as we possibly can, try to control the tempo. Shot clock will, I wish it was about 60 seconds if we could run a possession, but, it'll be, we'll try to really maintain the pace that we can compete at. The best that we can is going to be the biggest key for us tonight.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. It'll be great.
Edco basketball coach Justin Olin and his Viking team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
At Al-McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help keep you safe. Did you know light bulbs can reach 300 degrees Fahrenheit and are an often overlooked fire hazard? Overloaded outlets or faulty wires can also cause fires. Never run appliance or extension cords under rugs or furniture, as the cords can overheat and cause a fire. At Al-McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, we care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Al-McKee Clayton Electric Cooperative, your touchstone energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Lloyd Kelchin Grain, The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Member FDIC. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. And by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. We continue the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, your team now up to a 2-0 start. Impressive win at Key High. You won 85-43. Tell me about that game.
Well, we came out, and I thought we played real well defensively. We were able to create a lot of turnovers, and I believe after the first quarter we were up something like 31-7, and then 54-18 at halftime. And I thought a lot of that had to do with the turnovers we created on defense and the fact that we were able to get out and run and put the ball in the hole.
All right, let's talk about your team starting lineup first off here in this ball game tonight.
All right, we'll start off at guards with Wyatt Powell and Zach Driscoll. Forwards will be Parker Keel and Carver Blitz Benteen, and then in the middle we'll start Hunter Meyer.
Some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Brock Hackett will come off the bench. Bryce Deal, Landon Meany, Cade McKelwin, Carter Lightfoot, Ethan Goltz, and Jaron Willie all will see some time tonight.
All right, turning our attention now to Edgewood Colesburg. What do you know about the Vikings?
Well, I know the Vikings, I believe they graduated 13 seniors last year. So Justin has a very inexperienced team. They've struggled in their first two ball games, and hopefully, we can take advantage of their inexperience.
All right, what do you see as keys in the ball game for your team then?
Well, for us, it always starts on the defensive end. We got to play with effort and energy on the defensive end, and hopefully if we do that, we can create some problems for them offensively and get out and run.
We know what this team can do offensively because I really think that you feel like you've got a number of different scores on this team.
Yeah, we really do. I think at the Key High game we had 4 kids in double figures. We had another kid with 9. So we definitely have some kids that can put the ball in the hole, and hopefully that'll be a strength of ours all year.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog team. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
While out and about, don't find yourself stuck at the side of the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines of tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going, either on your farm or on the road.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance wants you to bundle your home and auto insurance today. So whether you're at home singing in the shower or prefer singing your heart out in the car like Drew, cruising, American Family Insurance is here to protect your dreams. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
Visit mfm.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back here to Monona. Game number 2. We still got a game. This is actually game number 4 of the night, by the way, here in Monona. But an outstanding girls game in which Edgewood, Colesburg, and MFL MarMac went overtime. The Bulldogs win 69-66. Also tonight in girls basketball, Clayton Ridge victorious. They defeated Starmont tonight 56-39. The Clayton Ridge boys, they are victorious, beating Starmont tonight 65-31. And the Maquoketa Valley boys defeated Central by a final score of 64-44 on this Monday night. The reason why we're not doing a ball game tomorrow night, because this can happen tonight.
Yeah, well, you looked at the matchup last year and you saw what good games they were, and we're like, we don't ever get a chance sometimes to cross conferences because we always cover Tuesday, Friday, which are conferences night. So here's a chance for a non-conference. Good matchup at the girls' game. Might be a different story here in the boys' game. A big difference here between these two teams based on what they lost last year and what they retained.
Edco, it's everybody. Everybody's brand new. MFL MarMac, everybody's pretty much back. That's really the difference in these ball clubs. MFL MarMac 2-0, and they've been impressive in their 2 wins. They beat Waukon 73-33. Then they were victorious as well as they defeated on Tuesday, or rather Friday night, beat Keyhigh 85-43. For Edgewood Colesburg, you started out the year Calamus Wheatland, and that's a big team. Then you played on Friday night there, Alburnett, and you played without a couple of guards. You've got MFL MarMac tonight, and you've got North Lynn tomorrow night. It's about surviving this stretch for Edgewood Colesburg, first off.
Survival, yes, but I think what they're looking for, what Coach Olin and Coach Luchin are looking for is growth and some positives to take. Not necessarily, hey, we went on a 12-0 run, but, hey, we had a great half-court set. We got into the offense that we wanted. We had a good defensive stop. We took them out of their offense, handled the basketball. Those types of things, those small wins, and you put enough small wins together, you get big victories.
And you also start 3 sophomores, so let's start there. I mean, that's a good core to start with in their first year of really playing full varsity.
Yeah, you talk about the guy in the middle is Will Wiskus, a true post player for the Vikings, and he's going to have his hands full because MFL MarMac's going to be aggressive inside. But then you talk about Price Rochford handling the ball for you as a sophomore, does a nice job slashing, getting to the hoop. And then Kyler Cole, a nice shooter for them. I don't know if he's starting for him tonight, but the surprise for the Edco Vikings this year is Cale Funk. Hasn't played basketball for a while, decided it's my senior year, I'm going to go out, I'm going to try this out. He's been handling the basketball for him. I think getting some stability in that guard play will help Wiskus in the post as this season continues on.
You talk about guard play, MFL MarMac has lots of them. It is a team that is fast. The one thing they lack is really a true post player, but what they do with their athleticism, as Coach Detbarn says, everybody can talk about the points we score, but it's got to start with our defense if this team's to reach its potential.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys that can score and score early, score often. But, yeah, they want to do it with their defense. They want to get a little more salty on their defense, shut some teams down, and make that offense a little more impressive.
All right, we're ready for the starting lineups. Greg Schiller courtside. Take it away. And tonight's starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to MFL MarMac High School for tonight's boys varsity basketball game between the Edgewood-Colesburg Vikings and the MFL MarMac Bulldogs. The Vikings are coached by Justin Oland, assisted by Michael Luchin. The Bulldogs are coached by Eric Detbarn, assisted by Michael Moon, Mike Driscoll, and Corey Donlin. Officials for tonight's game are Dan Lechtenberg, Ben Lechtenberg, and Randy Kramer. And now the starting lineups. First, for the Vikings, number 14, Cale Funk. And for the Bulldogs, a 6'1" junior from Monona, Iowa, number 0, Wyatt Powell. For the Vikings, number 22, Price Rochford. For the Bulldogs, a 6'1" sophomore from Marquette, Iowa, number 1, Zach Driscoll. For the Vikings, number 24, Caden Cole. And for the Bulldogs, a 6'1" junior from Monona, Iowa, number 2, Carver Blitzbentine. For the Vikings, number 42, Grady Mather. And for the Bulldogs, a 5'11" sophomore from Watson, Iowa, number 3, Parker Keel. And finally for the Vikings, number 54, Will Wiskus. And for the Bulldogs, a 6'2" senior from Monona, Iowa, number 22, Hunter Meyer.
Excellent job there. There you have it. Starting lineups for MFL MarMac and Edco. As again, they make the entire place dark here. We have a light on center for the starting lineups. Everybody get into this now, aren't they?
They are, and the lights have all gone out, but I think we've already had the anthem, so let's turn them on. There we go.
Yeah, suddenly the boys are starting to go like there's going to be an anthem, but no, we had that earlier.
We had the anthem, boys.
And of course, we're old enough that we played in a gym that if you shut off the lights, you had to wait 15 minutes till they came back on.
You had to wait forever for those lights to come back on. So both of these teams getting a little experience there, and hopefully the lights are on for both of these teams because I think both of these teams are ready to go. Officials are ready to go. Fans are ready to go. Great crowd on the MFL side. Edco a little sparse tonight, but it's a Monday night. It's new for them.
Here it is, 9 o'clock, and we're starting the boys' game. Again, this is reason number 7,342 of why quads what they've done to basketball. But it will be MFL MarMac starting this ball game tonight, and I think what they want to do is take care of business in this ball game. Focus from the get-go.
I think so. They've got a game to play tomorrow as well, and they've got Turkey Valley, who will be an aggressive team, but they want to take care of things, take care of it early.
So once again, it will be Blitzbentine to jump it up, wins the tip there. He was matched up there with Caden Cole. The tip is won by MFL MarMac. We're underway. Blitzbentine to Powell, open right side, fires up the 3 off the front of the rim. It is no good, but 3 Bulldogs go to the rebound, and it is Blitzbentine getting it in the lane. Hunter Meyer starts at the post area there, but the Bulldogs, without a doubt, they are a guard-oriented team. Back over right side, MFL MarMac facing Edco's 2-3 zone. Driscoll left side, deep 3, it is no good. And the ball goes out of bounds in the far corner, and it is a long rebound nobody can get to. Bulldogs, by the way, don't mind the three-point shot. 2 of them first trip down.
Yeah, they like shooting the three, but I think Edco is content to let them stay out
And
there.
here's a steal by Powell as they inbounds it to Rochford. Back over to Driscoll. He drives in, then reverses to the left side. Tried to flip it up on a reverse layup. It is no good. Blitz Benteen in traffic has the ball knocked right back into his hands, and it is a jump ball that gives it to Edgewood Colesburg. Good defense by Wiskus as Blitz Benteen brought that ball down.
Yeah, nice forcing that jump ball there. Edco's going to take it on the alternate possession.
MFL MarMac, full court, man-to-man here. Inbounds to Cole. Cole brings it up in the offensive end, but it's taken right away there. Powell actually knocked it away, but Cole able to hang on to it. Now it's finally taken away by Powell. And this is what MFL MarMac does. Powell with the Euro step, drives in right side. Bulldogs score the layup. You see how fast Powell is in football, but just like that in basketball, too. Big, strong kid.
That first step.
Baseline, back over to Meyer, drives in, leaning in, takes the layup, facing the basket, banks it up and in, and just like that, Bulldogs here lead 4-0. And the Vikings want a timeout. Quick start for MFL MarMac. Let's take this break.
Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. People's State Bank is offering for a limited time a 6-month certificate of deposit at 3.25% APY and a 5-year certificate of deposit at 2.25% APY. Stop into one of our 20 convenient locations and speak with a local and experienced customer service representative to lock in this great CD rate at People's State Bank. Annual percentage yield is accurate as of 11/17/2022. $1,000 minimum deposit required to open account. APY calculation assumes interest and compounded semi-annually on deposit terms of 1 year or longer. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. Rates subject to change without notice. People's State Bank. Member FDIC.
So a 30-second timeout taken by Edgewood Colesburg. That didn't take long, as Coach Olin says, we've got to handle the pressure and not by trying to run it up and down the court with them.
Well, and I think they want to pass the ball instead of dribbling over and over and over again.
And as we say that, they throw it ahead to Cole, and it's intercepted by Blitz Benteen. Back over to Driscoll, scores the right-handed layup. So Edco really yet to get the ball into the offensive end, trails 6-0, and then stepping out of bounds there is Funk against the full court pressure. Funk stepped over bounce on the baseline, and another turnover by Edco.
And the defense is what MFL MarMac said they wanted to establish, and here it is.
Inbounds Blitz Benteen, drives right side on top to Powell. Driscoll covered on the right side, pulls it back behind the arc, in the lane to Blitz Benteen on the right block, tries to go reverse layup, covered, back over to Keel left side, back out on top, they now go to Blitz Benteen at the free throw line. He'll take that 15-footer, circles in and out, no good. Keel got his hand on the rebound, saves it out of bounds off the leg of Mather. Heady play there by Parker Keel. Did you say Keel about 4 or 5 inches taller than last year?
It's hard to tell. All these guys seem like they keep getting bigger, stronger, a little faster every
Blitz
year.
Benteen muscles his way on the inbounds to establish position on the left side, lays it up and in. It is 8-0, Bulldogs in the lead. Cole behind to Wiskus, who catches it and travels with the basketball. So Wiskus, instead of catching it there and jump stopping, caught it and continued to move, and there's a turnover.
Continued to move his feet, and Edco still hasn't had a chance to get it in the front court.
Powell back out on top to Keel. Keel goes over to Blitz Benteen at the free throw line, loses it. The ball knocked out of there by Rochford, but picked back up. They go left side, Parker Keel, deep left corner for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Driscoll gets the rebound. Driscoll back left side now to Powell. He's going to fire up the 3 left wing. That's off the back of the rim. And that is Meyer going up over everybody. Tries to bank in the shot after getting the rebound and is fouled. And Hunter Meyer works his way free on the right side and gets a rebound. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. If there was any concern about MFL MarMac going up and showing up and going through the motions tonight, that is no longer the case. Free throw there by Meyer. It is good. We have played 2 minutes and 6 seconds, and they lead 9-0.
Well, the one thing we never talked about, MFL MarMac did not have school today with that weather front that went through, so these guys didn't have a normal day at all.
They didn't get a chance to run off any of that energy. Free throw good. Mather checks out for Edco. This is their first substitution. Number 20, Xander Knipper, makes his first appearance there for the Vikings. Again, Edco had 13 seniors a season ago. Funk in the backcourt, traveled with the basketball. So Funk, and again, this is all new because you can practice it, but it's tough to practice against this kind of speed, and that's a turnover.
This kind of speed, this kind of pressure, it's just different.
Inbounds, Driscoll, left wide open, left corner for 3, got it from the left side. So the Bulldogs lead 13-0, just a little over 2 minutes in. Backcourt area, Cole to center court, intercepted by Driscoll, who makes a nice over-the-shoulder catch. Driscoll, beautiful feet to Meyer, but he misses the bunny. Meyer crashes to the floor as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings. Meyer gets up hobbling a little bit, looks to be okay, has that big brace on the right leg. He says he's okay, but I think that Coach Detbarn will be going to the bench.
Yeah, he wants to take a look at that. That's the leg with the big brace, as you said. That's the one he's kind of limping on. I think he just landed on it funny. He'll be all right. He's just going to go down and get a rest.
That will bring in Bryce Deal. He's a 6'1" junior. Inbounds to Powell. Powell, deep right corner. Here is Driscoll. Right side for three. Got it. Left side moment ago. Right side here. 16 zip. Bulldogs in the lead.
Yep, and again, Vikings still having a hard time getting it in the front court. Still looking for that chance to get in the front court and set up an offense.
Cole in the back court. Knocked away there. Taken away by Powell. Here's another fast break. Powell scores. Drives the layup. It's 18-0. And MFL MarMac here has 5 guys in the back court. And Edco wants, needs, takes another timeout. Great start for the Bulldogs. 18-0. 3 minutes in. Let's take this break.
Winter high school sports season has begun. Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Courtney Wicken, and the staff of Family Dentistry Associates in Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, 539-4651, where health-changing smiles are created.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
So that's the second timeout taken by Edgewood Colesburg. It is 18-0, MFL MarMac in the lead, and we actually haven't played 3 minutes yet.
Yeah, we're just on the cusp of 3 minutes here, and they're going to scratching their head trying to figure out how to get this ball in the front court.
Backcourt area. Inbounds intercepted by Powell after the timeout. Drives in, then uses the left hand, but misses the layup. Funk gets the rebound there for Edco. They get it to Cole in the offensive end. Back left side, Edco gets it into their offensive end, and they're going to score a basket left side. Beat the pressure. Into the ball game is number 20 for Edco.
That's Xander
and
Knipper.
That is again Knipper.
And he gets a poke away and the steal.
Knocks the ball away, and here's Knipper leading the fast break. Jump steps, takes a step back, lays it up and in. So Knipper, a good lift there for Edco, and now Powell steps out of bounds along the baseline. Powell took it inbounds, but never established position, getting back across inbounds to Driscoll, and they turn it over back to the Vikings.
Spark of life out of the Vikings, and it comes in the form of Xander Knipper.
And Knipper just checked in there before that previous timeout. Inbounds to Cole. Cole back to Rochford, and he comes out of bounds, back inbounds, but never established position inbounds. So that's a turnover right back to Edgewood Colesburg.
Yeah, just silly turnovers there by both teams, not establishing before they touch the ball. And give it back to the Bulldogs here.
Edco strictly 2-3 zone. Driscoll with it on top to Powell. Powell back left side to Driscoll. Right side to Keel. In the lane to Blitz Benteen. Little post-up shot 6 feet away. Up and in facing the basket. Easy entry pass to that high post. Backcourt area Cole. Cole to Wiskus. Holds the basketball. And a better job here. Clear out. Let MFL MarMac go down the court. And back offensively now to Cole. Cole, left side, intercepted by Driscoll, who left his man and camped in the lane. Driscoll ahead to Deal, overshoots him. Driscoll had the right lead pass, but Deal maybe not expecting it. Driscoll has had 2 passes that should have been layups back at the other end, but instead the ball goes back to Edco.
Yeah, a couple nice assists that just weren't finished off by the shooter, and a couple substitution here for the Bulldogs. Number 10 checking in the game. That
would be Brock Hackett. And Hackett, by the way, another sophomore. He'll check in. Blitz Benteen checks out. And number 24, Cade McElwain, is a 6-foot junior, his first appearance. And here is, again, number 10 into the ball game as well there with Hackett with the steal, as we mentioned. So they get it ahead. Driscoll open left side, fires up the 3, circles in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down off the left side there, and that is once again McElwain. Banks it in from the left side. 22-4 as the Bulldogs answer that 4-0 run by Edco. 3:45 left in our quarter. Rochford in the backcourt, guarded by Powell. A couple of football guys there, and Powell riding his hip is called for the foul. They don't play football anymore because Edco, 8-man now. MFL MarMac at 8-man, but there's a couple of big, strong football players.
Well, and this is just a head-scratcher right here. Edco's got to find some positives. A couple trips down. Now they're in the front court. They got to run an offensive set, try to get a basket.
Kane, and that is actually driving in. Funk behind the back dribble, loses the handle on the ball, picked up by Powell. Bounce pass over to Deal. Pulls up from the elbow, 12-footer, no good inside the elbow. Rebound by Funk, and he's fouled there by Deal. For Edco, number 12 has come into the ball game. That is Bo Keltzer. He is a senior, 5'11 senior. You can see that Coach Oland just going to sub here, find some combinations that can work for him.
Yeah, find some guards, find some ball handlers, guys that are looking to just go hard, get after it. And I think they're just looking to play smart, play together tonight.
Knipper back to Cole, and Cole tried to dribble it along the baseline, dribble it off his foot out of bounds, and the ball goes back to MFL MarMac. Again, that's a case there of let MFL MarMac clear out if you're Cole, then start to move it ahead.
Yeah, they're anxious. They've had a lot of pressure. They know they got to get the ball up the court, but let the guy clear out. Then he can get up the court.
Backcourt area, inbounds actually to Driscoll. Left side to Hackett. Left side fires up the three. It's off the back of the rim. Driscoll rebound, middle of the lane, pulls up wide open, 8-foot jump shot. It is good. Driscoll just flowed to the open spot, hits the jump shot. They're up by 20. Backcourt area once again with Rochford. Rochford beats the pressure, drives in right side, flips it up with the right hand, too short. Driscoll did a good job altering the shot but staying away. Powell rifles it over to Deal through a lot of traffic. Deal catches it. Back to Powell. Powell brings it back left side, right back to Deal, returns the favor, lays it up and in. Little unselfishness by the Bulldogs, lead by 22.
Giving up that ball to the open man and knocking down shots.
Cole in the backcourt to Rochford. 2:40 left in our lightning quick first quarter. And it is again Keltzer in the offensive end, just taken away by Driscoll. Driscoll leads the break, drives in, blocked by Rochford there. Ball goes out of bounds, off the leg there of Driscoll, out of bounds. Good recovery there, and we've got subs galore at the scorers table.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys coming in, coming out. We expect to see MFL subbing freely. Edco doing the same thing here.
Driscoll, Powell, Deal, all check out for MFL MarMac. Meyer back into the ball game for them. Also coming in is McElwain and Keel. Backcourt area, Funk just came back into the ball game. Also in there is number 32, and that is Kyler Cole into the ball game. And that is Wiskus coming back into the game as well. Inbounds to Rochford. Rochford in the backcourt, right side to Cole. Cole brings it across the timeline offensively. Cole, a lengthy kid. Back out on top to Rochford. Rochford drives down, double pump shot from the left side, muscles it up. It's short, no good. Blitz Benteen just strong enough to establish inside position on Wiskus. Gets the rebound. Blitz Benteen left side to Hackett. Hackett drives left side, wraparound pass to Keel. Keel drives in, pulls up, flips it up with the left hand from the right side, but banks it long from 8 feet away. It is no good. Cole gets the rebound there for the Vikings, ahead to Funk. Funk to Wiskus, blocked out of there by McElwain, goes out of bounds and back to Edgewood Colesburg. Needless to say, this is MFL MarMac's pace.
Yeah, this is, and Funk tried to float that one up there to Wiskus, trying to get it over the defense, and long arms of MFL MarMac able to knock that away.
Kyler Cole, they go inbounds to Mather, trying to go to the right block. Mather tried to post up. He's overshot on the entry pass, and that is a turnover by Edco.
Yeah, Grady Mather had him sealed there, but just a kind of a line drive pass instead of that pass over the top when he had him sealed, nobody on the backside.
Blitz Benteen brings it across the timeline for MFL MarMac. Again, Edco not going to pressure them at all. They want to try to slow this game down however they can. Back out on top, it is again Hackett in the lane, trying to back his way down. Meyer uses the left hand, misses the shot. Hackett got the rebound in the lane in a reach-in foul committed by Edco. Third foul against the Vikings, but Hackett, a guard, stayed in the lane and got the rebound around everyone.
Yeah, nice rebound there on Hackett, just not able to get it up, and somebody grabbed a hold of his arm before he went up there with that shot.
They'll take it off the right side of the basket. Blitz Benteen inbounds to Meyer, rolls to the left side, catches it. The shot no good, but fouled by Cole. That foul is on number 24, Caden Cole, but Meyer just established position inside the left block.
Wow, and they're just screening across the lane, just a basic screen, and Edco's getting stuck on the backside. They either need to switch that, or they just need to realize that's coming and get around that guy before he establishes that position.
Free throw on its way there. It's off the back of the rim. It'll be another opportunity. Couple of substitutions. Rochford back into the ball game along with Knipper for Edco. And checking out will be the Cole boys, Kyler Cole and also Caden Cole. Check out. Meyer missed the first free throw. Bulldogs put 31 on the opening night there in the first quarter against Keyhigh Friday night. Free throw there good. They've got 27 right now with 90 seconds left in the quarter. Inbounds to Wiskus. Wiskus back to Funk. Funk, nice bounce pass to Mather. Had the right idea, but threw it behind him. Had the numbers, had the 2-on-1, but Funk threw it behind Mather instead of leading him, and they turn it over.
Yeah, and just the pace of the game there for Funk, trying to get up and down the court, and needs to get his feet under him, get it set, give that little bounce pass, and Mather will be able to finish that.
And now you've got Blitz Benteen. High post area, tried to go to McElwain, and a low pass, he just did not hand it. Blitz Benteen kind of run to the point there. And here is now across the timeline, Rochford. Try to go right side, kick there by Parker Keel. Stays down here with Edco. They'll take it near side.
And we got another substitution here for the Bulldogs, number 14.
And that is Landon Meany. He is a 6'5" sophomore. Really gives the Bulldogs some size. Inbounds, they try to go on top to Funk. It's knocked into the backcourt, but Funk able to go back and get it. Funk back right side to, once again, Rochford. Rochford at the right elbow. Reverses it left side. Deflected out of there by Keel. Loose ball in the court. Good hustle there by Knipper. Diving down. And he just kind of goes into the cradle position there on the floor. And it is a travel violation or 5-second violation.
We had a jump ball.
They did give him a jump ball. I didn't think anybody had a chance to reach in, did
I think Parker Keel came in and just kind of put his hand on the ball and said, yep, we'll give that a jump. Give the ball to Bulldogs. Turnover for the Vikings.
Blitz Benteen, top of the key. Tried to go pick and roll, and that ball rifles too hot to handle as you're looking for Meany at the high post. But they say it went out of bounds off of Edco. The officials may talk this over. I think it was off the hands of Hunter Meyer on the weak side. Yeah, it was.
I think so. I think that ball's going to go back to Edco.
Yeah, Blitz Benteen's going to try to take it out of bounds again, but that's not going to be the case. And it will be Knipper taking it inbounds. And it tried to go to Rochford. Rochford brings it across the timeline at the free throw line. Left side to Funk. Funk at the elbow. Back out on top to Rochford. Rochford back over to Wiskus. Edco getting into their offense here. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Back out on top to Knipper. Good defense here by MFL MarMac as Edco really get free throw line extended. But back out on top to Rochford. Nothing but man-to-man for MFL MarMac. Funk loses it on the right sideline in the corner to Rochford. Rochford back over to Funk. He's open, right side, going to fire up the three. Banked it well long, but the long rebound ricochets right back to him. And that's how the quarter comes to an end. They didn't realize how much. Oh, it's a shot clock
violation. That didn't hit the rim.
How about that? That is our first shot clock violation of the season. 13.5 seconds actually left in the quarter.
Yeah, that was that shot by Funk just off the mark and came off without hitting the rim, and I don't think the Vikings realized.
Well, Edco ran their offense for that solid 35 seconds there and would have maintained possession, but Funk's shot didn't hit the rim. Hackett with it back out on top to Blitz Benteen. Left side open, fires up the three, rolls off the front of the rim. The opening quarter comes to an end. Bulldogs lead big, 27-4 at the end of one. Let's take this timeout.
Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store is filled with great gift ideas with a wide selection of Iowa-themed and produced unique and one-of-a-kind gifts, handcrafted items, and a great selection of top-shelf spirits, wine, and craft beers. Sode's Greenacre Gift Shop and Liquor Store joins Perk Central at 7 Goethe Street in beautiful downtown Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more because Sode's Greenacre in Guttenberg, Iowa is more than just a store.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Kanako Floor Covering in Monona, Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona, Garden View Place, Monona, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, Ray's Excavating in Edgewood, Silver Ridge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point and Delhi, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg. So we played one quarter. MFL MarMac start they were looking for. They lead 27-4, Coach.
Yeah, they're shooting well, 9 of 18 from inside the arc. They've hit 2 threes. Edco 2 for 4 from the field. So when they've been getting shots, they've been knocking them down. But the difference in this game, obviously, is just not getting those offensive sets.
You mentioned the shot attempts. That tells you what MFL MarMac doing in this ball game. So to start the second quarter, you'll have out there, once again, Caden Cole starts the quarter. Rochford, Funk, Wiskus, and also Mather. And here is Cole, left sideline, the ball knocked away by Powell. Powell, Blitz Benteen, Driscoll, also there, Keel, and Meyer. Starting 5 out there for both these teams. Inbounds, Cole gets it in the corner to Mather. Right back out on top to Cole. Cole with it on the left wing. And guarded by Blitz Benteen. Back over to Rochford. And again, one thing MFL MarMac does is they can switch every screen, every pick.
Yeah, they can switch everything. They can guard anybody. Like we said, not a true post player, but everybody's quick.
In the lane, trying to go to Mather. Intercepted by Parker Keel. Fronting him, stole it away. And then a reach-in foul committed from behind. That'll be the third whistle committed by Edco, but MFL MarMac another steal. Turnovers in the opening quarter. That's the story.
Yeah, MFL MarMac, 5 turnovers, so kind of uncharacteristic of them, but they've got 18 turnovers for the Vikings.
And some of that, as Powell's left wide open, left side, 15-footer just off the elbow, no good. Rebound pulled down there by Wiskus. With the pace they play, you realize the turnovers, that's going to be part of their game.
It is. The Bulldogs are going to have some turnovers just because of how they play.
Blitz Benteen knocked it into the backcourt. Powell drives in and scores the layup, lays it over the front of the rim as Blitz Benteen knocked it away from Caden Cole. So this is just it, and now Blitz Benteen called for a reach-in foul. That's just it. When you can switch screens or switch picks, you basically have, with the exception of Meyer may be your only player out there that's not going to go on the perimeter switching around, but they've got 4 guys on the court that they can just switch all night long with you.
And they just get after it. They get in your face. They go to work, and it doesn't matter who you are. They're going to come kind of guard you.
Rochford in the backcourt brings it sideline, and he's bodied there by Powell. Well, you see MFL MarMac now, and again, aggressive there. Powell says that's my bad, but used his body. The 4th team foul on MFL MarMac, and the one thing that this team wants to do is you want to play good defense, but you want to play it with your feet, and that was the body. Inbounds, and the ball intercepted by Keel at center court on the entry pass. Takes a one-handed floater off the back of the rim. Powell gets the rebound, flips it back to Blitz Benteen. He drives in, lays it up from the left side off the back of the rim, but Driscoll the rebound, lays it over to the front of the rim, and MFL MarMac had a lot of chances there. They're up by 27. Caden Cole drives in the lane, picks it up as he drives in, fouled on the drive in, goes to the free throw line for 2. Cole never really got the handle on it till he was going into the lane, at least headed in the right direction. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Well, and this is what the Bulldogs do. They create a lot of chaos. They force you out of your comfort zone. You kind of get you out of control, and that's when some of those easier turnovers happen for them, and they're able to pick up steals.
Cole's free throw good. 31-5 is our score on a late night here on this Monday night. Both these teams play tomorrow night. And second free throw being eyed there by Cole. It is good. Caden Cole makes them both, and it's 31-6. MFL MarMac in the lead.
Yeah, Edco they host North Lynn tomorrow night, and these Bulldogs go up to Turkey Valley.
And to left side to Powell. Powell with it, reverses it right side to Driscoll on the right wing. In the lane to Blitz Benteen. Swings it left side to Powell. Dropped it, but picks it back up. Back over to Blitz Benteen inside the free throw line. Pulls up, 12-footer. Got it to rattle around. Blitz Benteen so good at the high post. They lead by 27.
Yeah, and that's just a natural position for him.
Inbounds pass stolen away by Blitz Benteen. Drives in and scores the layup. And again, Wiskus just ran out of time, and now here's another timeout by Edco. 29-point lead for MFL MarMac. Let's take this break with them.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Welcome back to Monona. MFL MarMac leading 35-6, 6:14 to go here in our second quarter. So the Bulldogs on their way to building a 35-point lead, which would make the second half go a lot quicker there with a moving clock in the second half. And again, the fact that both these teams, as I mentioned, play tomorrow night, it's already a late night the way it is. I don't think they're going to mind that at all. But if you're Edco, you want to prolong it as long as you can.
Right. You want to make those positives. You want to try to change something here. But yeah, I don't think either team minds getting home a little earlier tonight with games tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not going to be early, but still, I understand it. Rochford open right side for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Nice job beating the pressure by Edco, and then Driscoll throws it out of bounds there, but I think he touched it last. Funk and along with Driscoll were going after the loose basketball in the far left corner. It goes back to Edco. But Edco did what Coach Olin wanted them to do in beating that pressure. Inbounds, right side, intercepted by Rochford. Correction there. It is actually intercepted by Powell. Powell, they get it over to Driscoll. He drives in, hammered by Funk on the way up. As Funk tried to go up and block the shot, Driscoll goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, just an interception down here on that baseline. Thought it had an opening there to the weak side, and nice job by Powell just stepping in with that hand, keeping his feet in bounds, leading the fast break the other way.
Driscoll's free throw, it is good, and it's now 36-6. So there's a chance that our game's going to go past 10 o'clock tonight. Don't you think?
Well, I have to go to work tomorrow, so
I do too. The second free throw, it is good. 37-6, MFL MarMac in the lead. Remember, that clock doesn't start till the second half. Funk back over to Rochford. Rochford left side to Caden Cole. Cole on the left wing. MFL MarMac, by the way, now working a little 1-3-1, aren't they?
They are.
On top. And why not? Everybody else in the conference
Everybody
plays it.
runs the 1-3-1, so why not?
Driscoll knocks the ball away at the top there, saves it out of bounds off the leg of Caden Cole, and it goes out of bounds into the stage area. The one thing about this MFL MarMac team is you need to teach this team to play about 3 or 4 different defenses.
I think so. They're smothering no matter what defense they play. But if you can give them a couple different looks to change it up against a team that wants to play half court, I think that's good for the long run.
At what point do you bring back the animal defense that Coach Detbar and his teams used to play? In the lane, Hunter Meyer, nice spin move, but left it short from the middle of the lane there. Got it on the right block, tried to spin to the middle of the lane, missed the shot. And here is Edco turning it offensively. Funk ahead of the pack. They tried to go to Kyler Cole, and they actually kind of bumped into each other, and the ball goes out of bounds and back to MFL MarMac.
And that's a frustration there, getting a fast break, beating this defense, and then just a miscommunication of who that ball was going to.
And the Bulldogs here against Edco's 2-3 zone with Powell left side to Driscoll. Driscoll baseline to Blitz Pentine. Wide open, deep left corner for 3. Got it! And MFL MarMac leads 40-6 right now. So again, getting inside shots. Here's Parker Keel, gets a steal on the anticipated pass, drives in, lays it over the front of the rim. Nice coasting move on the inside, and that puts you over the 35-point mark. Wiskus stops the dribble. Good decision there, except for he stopped in the center lane, but he maintained good footwork. Tried to go up the sideline to Kyler Cole. And the ball goes out of bounds there, deflected out of bounds by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Wiskus got in that dead man's corner. He got right over half court, picked it up, and didn't have an outlet for it, and nobody coming back to help him out.
Xander Knipper back into the ball game, and Kyler Cole checks out. Inbounds, the ball is knocked away. Coach Detbarn is almost at this point where that ball's being taken out of bounds. He's almost like another defender down there, isn't he? He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds, but he's right there.
And inbounds, they try to go to Rochford in the corner, and that's trouble. Back to Cole, who stepped inbounds and did get back inside. Play in the lane. Wiskus, spin move, middle of the lane, missed it. Rebound by Driscoll. Leads it ahead to Blitz Pentine, but overshoots him. Good hustle there by Funk. But Funk lost the basketball on the pass that was errant, and it goes out of bounds and back there to MFL MarMac.
And when it rains, it pours. Just a frustration. A turnover there against the Vikings after a positive stop.
Powell, inbounds blitz. Pentine just rolls to the left block and then somehow missed the shot. He banked it, but too strong as it rolled around every part of the rim and rolled out. And the rebound pulled down there by Edco. Rochford stops at center court circle. Too many times Edco's been getting into the offensive end and just stopping across the center court circle. Meyer knocks the ball away, picked up by Driscoll. Here's the fast break. Driscoll drives in, goes to the left side, uses the left hand. Pretty move. 44-6 halfway through the second quarter. And here is Wiskus. Problems getting it inbounds. Rochford in the corner. Double team, but back to Wiskus. Beat the pressure this time. Knipper into the offensive end. Try to go back to Funk. Funk overshot, catches it along the baseline, but comes down out of bounds. And you can see what happens when the pace is quickened for Edgewood Colesburg. They turn it over.
And wholesale substitutions here. MFL MarMac goes to 5 new guys out there on the court.
Yep, and you have Deal Hackett back into the ball game. Also coming in is Meany, McElwain,
and Goltz. Ethan Goltz Jr.
So, Goltz is a 5'11" junior. Edco has brought Mather back into the ball game, and checking out for them is number 32, and that is again Kyler Cole. So you expect these guys to continue to play hard, and they have Meany at the high post. Back right side, that's a Deal open right side for 3, got it. And again, not much of a drop-off because this is a pretty deep team.
It is. This is a deep team, and they're going to be just as aggressive getting after Edco here.
Beating the pressure. Again, they go over to the free throw line. That is a Wiskus open. 15-footer from the elbow, no good. Meany gets the rebound. Meany, just a sophomore at 6'5", and they'd like to see him continue to develop a post game. And back out on top there to Hackett. Hackett, left wing area now. Tried to go to Meany, kicked out of there by Rochford. Past the Edco bench. Stays down here with MFL MarMac.
And Meany is a matchup nightmare there for Edco because they don't have any kind of height to match him on the post other than Wiskus, who's just checking out.
And it's interesting to see as Funk checks out as well for the ball game for Edco. But Kelzer back in. Left side, Hackett, left side for 3, got it. And again, you expect these guys to continue to keep things going for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, they're going to keep shooting it. They're not afraid to put up the 3 as well and put a little pressure on the
Beating
Vikings.
the pressure, Rochford hammered from behind. That time they had numbers. Rochford drives in, fouled by Hackett. Rochford to the free throw line for 2. I was thinking, you only put 5 minutes on the clock here at the half. But the only bad thing about that is that would limit the time we can talk to the girls' coaches at halftime tonight.
Well, and I think MFL's dance team is going to perform, so they're going to have plenty of time.
And free throw on its way by Rochford. It is good, and it's 50-7 with 3:11 left in our first half. Heck of a girls' game tonight, 69-66. MFL MarMac beat Edco in overtime. Rochford's second free throw, good. 50-8 is now our score. Bulldogs in the lead here by 42 with 3 minutes left in our first half.
You want to talk about positives. They're 4 for 4 from the free throw line, so some positive takeaways out of this first half.
McElwain, deal, right side, Hackett, open, right side for three, got it again. Hackett's hit a couple of threes here. 53-8. This group here has hit 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, and like you said, it doesn't slow down at all when they come in. It just continues the same kind of pressure.
Caden Cole, backdoor, goes to Mather. The shot is blocked, but I think a reach-in foul committed there from Goltz. Goltz reached in. I think the block was fine, but it was the backside defense, and it should put Edgo to the free throw line. Mather will go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that call was on the floor, but I don't think it was the block. I think it was the hand by the other guy that was on Mather.
7th team foul on MFL MarMac. Mather's free throw on its way. It is good. Vikings continue to sparkle from the free throw line. Funk into the ball game.
Rochford.
And, Rochford checking out. So the second free throw being eyed by Mather. Mather takes his time. Second free throw on its way there. That one is short. Right, we talked about their free throw shooting. There's a miss, and the ball goes out of bounds off the hands. Left side of Keltzer. No, they say last touch by MFL MarMac.
MFL, yeah.
Give it back there to the Vikings. And inbounds, they'll go into the corner now to, again, Kelzer. That's actually Knipper. Loses the basketball. Picked up there by Goltz. Gets it ahead to McElwain. Catches it, but misses the layup. Too far underneath. Deal got the rebound. He loses the basketball. Finally picked out of there by Funk for Edgewood Colesburg. Funk had to go behind his back. Finally picked up by Cole in the offensive end for Edco. Cole, baseline 15-foot shot, aired it out long. Mather had a hand on the rebound, comes up empty. They get it back, the Bulldogs do, and driving in and Deal. He tried to dunk that. He lays it over the rim.
He hit some rim. I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if he can or not. He's looking at his hand like, I got a piece of the rim, but I didn't really put that down.
55-9 will score it as a layup. And Funk stops his dribble inside the center court circle and tried to go back to Knipper, and the ball again goes into the backcourt, out of bounds, and over and back violation. Substitutions as into the game for Edco will be number 44, Jake Schilling. His first appearance. Actually, a couple of guys check in.
Rochford also checked
Wiskus back into the ball game as well. Mather checked out along with one of the Cole boys. In the lane, here is Meany. Right side, strong move. Uses the glass off the right side. Boy, if you can get that kid to continue to contribute and grow, huh?
Yeah, having that height, and like we talked about the age of this group, these are young guys. These are sophomores and juniors. There's not a lot of senior play out there.
Backdoor, Funk drives in, Euro step, flips it up from the right side, up and in. Funk with a nice smile and a nice move. 90 seconds left in the half, 57-11. Deal with it, had it knocked away by Funk, right back into his hands, and that causes a travel. So good defense. Funk the layup on one end, good defense on the other.
A little positive there. You get the layup, you hustle back, you get some defense, get the turnover. Again, those small wins, those positives, that's what Coach Olin's working on tonight with these guys when they know they're mismatched against the Bulldogs.
57-11, Bulldogs well in control. Rochford back left side and feeds it on over on the wing area now. That is Cole. That is again Caden Cole. And Cole back to Rochford, drives in, fakes the pass, takes it right side, leaves the layup short. That was a nice fake. Came up short on the shot. McElwain the rebound, back over right side. Deal drives in, scores the right-handing the layup there. Bulldogs will push it no matter who's in the game. And they are going to hang up near 60-plus in our first half.
Yeah, they're getting after it on the defensive end, getting rewarded with those easy offensive takes.
Cole bodied there by Hackett. If there's one thing you'd like to see this group do for MFL MarMac is, how about we not foul?
Yeah, let's get up the fouls and the turnovers a little bit, but much better here in the second quarter. MFL had those 5 turnovers in the first, only 2 in the second quarter, so doing much better, taking care of the basketball and finishing on that offensive end.
Despite that, they've went deep to the bench tonight. They have already played 10 kids on their bench. And Cole to the free throw line for still a 1-and-1. Free throw there, it is good. Edgewood Colesburg, and again, we talk about this stretch of games. This was the 4 toughest games on their schedule. Not that they don't have other tough games, but these 4 being all grouped together. And again, North Lynn tomorrow night. Second free throw being eyed there. It is good, and it's now 59-13. But it's about taking steps forward because they've got some games that they're going to compete in this season.
Yeah, there is. There's some winnable ball games for them, and they're going to compete. But this is one of those nights where they had a lot of weapons on the MFL MarMac team, and Edco doesn't have a lot of answers because of the lack of
Right
experience.
side, Hackett. Hackett goes back left side to Deal. Deal with it. And at the free throw line, swings it left side. McElwain, he'll take the three left wing. Shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Deal in the far right corner. Back over to Hackett. Hackett drives in, takes the jump shot from the elbow. 15-footer, it is good. That Hackett kid, just a sophomore too, right?
Just a sophomore. A nice little floater shot there in the lane.
61 points this first half. Rochford brings it across the timeline. 10 seconds left here in our half. And they go left side now to Cole. Cole wants to work for the last shot. And he's guarded there by McElwain. Cole brings it left side. Entry pass to Wiskus on the right side. Flips it up. Flips it in. Count the basket. Vikings end the first half there with a positive. Nice entry pass there to Wiskus. But it is MFL MarMac well on their way at the half. 61-15. The Bulldogs in the lead at the half. When we return, first half stats, coaching interviews from our girls game. Your halftime show coming up next from KCTN Sports.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns Family Dealerships. We get people driving to our dealerships from many different towns, counties, even states to make Browns their hometown dealer. We have 4 convenient locations in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, and Victory Ford in Dyersville. Check us out online at 4browns.com.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Hill Country Convenience Store, Every's Auto and Tire in Colesburg, Wilterland Motors in Edgewood, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, Ems Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Quillen's Quality Food, serving Northeast Iowa, and by LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. At the half again, it is 61-15. MFL MarMac boys well on their way earlier tonight. Heck of a girls game. MFL MarMac wins 69-66. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Jason Winter. Coach, first off here, we'll talk about the end of regulation. But I think how your team regrouped in overtime says something about your kids.
Yeah, we came out with a lot of fight. I mean, I think we had some girls kind of hanging their heads there at the end of regulation. We kind of let it get away from us there at the end, and tried to get them refocused and told them, you can't hang your heads. We got another 4 minutes. We got to fight and battle. And I think some of our girls did that. And I think we came out right away and got a quick couple buckets that really helped us. And, our seniors, they came through for us. They're in the overtime when we needed them to.
All right, Grace Anderson really able to establish her down low tonight. 33 points to lead the way.
Yeah, she had a really good game. We've been, after that Elkader game, we've made it a focus. We're going to get Grace the ball. Hopefully every possession she's got to be touching it. And I'm hoping now maybe we can do some more inside out, and some of our shooters are going to start showing what kind of shooters they are, because we're going to be getting some wide open looks, because people are going to start keying in on Grace, and I think she knows that. And I think you could see Edco even the second half. They tried putting a couple girls on her, and she's just so strong in the post that she's able to get through any small opening, and she can power through it.
Yeah, Hannah Bogdanovich had 16 points for you, continuing to see her game grow.
Yeah, and she's one that put a lot of time in over the summer. I'm really happy to see her having some really good games here lately. And she's one that was kind of hanging her head there a little bit towards the end. I was like, hey, we need you. You need to fight through it. And, we got some girls right now that hopefully they're growing as basketball players, but hopefully they're getting a little bit mentally tougher as well.
All right, you lose one of your players in Brooklyn Moon, and this is going to be for an extended period of time, but I think you saw your guards kind of step into some new roles for you there and handle things.
Yeah, you never want to lose someone like Brooklyn, who can basically is a really good ball handler. She's a good shooter. We found out this afternoon that we weren't going to have her tonight, so that's a big loss for us. She's played a lot of minutes for us in the program over the last couple of years, and hopefully, she's still going to be a part of it. She can hopefully help those other guards and maybe talk to them when they're coming on the bench and tell them what she's seeing, and still be a big part of our team this year.
All right, we'll talk to you before Friday night's ball game. Hopefully, you guys get a nap in before you head to Turkey Valley tomorrow night. Good luck to you guys.
I appreciate it.
Again, MFL MarMac basketball coach Jason Winter talking things over about his Bulldog team, victorious tonight, 69-66 in overtime. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll be joined by EDCO coach Steve Putz when our halftime show continues after this. Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer of Gothenburg or Bill Garms in Monona a call. You can reach Andy and Troy at 563-252-2471 or Bill at 563-880-5530. They can help you and your family be good at life.
At Top Gun Collision Center, we know that cars are complicated. About all they don't do is cook dinner and do your dishes. At Top Gun, we strive to keep up with all the complexities of new vehicles. We have all the scan tools and certified technicians to guarantee the repair is done right. Not only will it look like new and perform like new, ask Bob about his community and veteran discount programs. Whether it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, you'll save money at Top Gun. If it's that 30-point buck, you may get your whole deductible paid. Call Top Gun for details and schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899. That's 563-964-9899.
At the half, MFL MarMac boys on their way, leading 61-15. Earlier tonight, EDCO girls dropped a hard-fought game against MFL MarMac, 69-66. Coach, let's talk about that effort in the fourth quarter. Down 60 at one point, 60-49. Closed the fourth quarter there on a 12-1 run to get to overtime.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, the girls, they never give up. They never are out of the game. They've proven that more than once this year, and they just keep battling. They do exactly what we needed to do at the end with the full court press, fouling when we needed to foul, put them on the free throw line, then execute the offense down at the other end to give us a chance, and that's exactly what they did tonight.
Let's start with the Kirby girls. Addie Kirby led you with 23, Ellie Kirby with 16 points. Those two continuing to grow their game offensively.
Yeah, exactly. As you know, Addie's playing a new role for me for the most part, being a point guard this year, and it was nice tonight. I was able to throw her off to the off guard tonight and move Campbell Kirby to the point guard, so that just gives her a little more free range at the shooting, so it allowed her to get some more shots off tonight in this game.
All right, the other thing is the bench tonight was huge. Claire Alvis, 9 points coming in the fourth quarter in overtime. Marin Gall filling in for you in the overtime session as well there after you lost Helmrichs to foul trouble in the fourth.
Yeah, those two, I mean, it was good to get Claire back. Claire was out for this last week, whatever, with illness and stuff, so it was good. This was her first night back, so she hasn't even been at a game or practice for the whole week, so it was good to see her step in here, and like I said, she had to hit some big shots.
Yeah, and Gall, of course, hit some huge free throws for you there as part of that comeback in the fourth quarter. I know Audrey Helmrichs had 7 points in the ball game, and you really want to get her the ball more. I mean, if you guys are going to be successful.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, as you can see early on, they were double teaming, triple teaming her early on, so we were trying to get the ball more on the move, her on the move to get her to the ball instead of just posting up. But yeah, it's good to see. It's early in the year, so it's good to see the bench and the rest of the teammates score, the 59 points of the game, whatever, so that way we get more scoring than just her. So once she gets going, we're going to be a tough team.
All right, quick turnaround. I know for you guys, you got a good North of Lynn team tomorrow night there. Hopefully you guys get home at a decent time yet. We've got a long ways to go, but good luck to you guys. We'll catch up with you guys before Stormont there, before the Christmas break. Good luck to you guys.
Okay, yep, thanks, Dan.
Central, once again, that is EDCO basketball coach Steve Putz talking things over there about his Viking team. We'll take a break. When we return, first half stats, second half action. We'll have a moving clock in the second half. We'll move along after this.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and by Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. So once again, welcome back to Monona. MFL MarMac boys lead by 46. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start first off here for MFL MarMac.
Bulldogs were led in that first half by Zach Driscoll with 16. 11 points for Carver Blitzbentine, 9 points for Bryce Deal, 6 points for Wyatt Powell, 2 points for Parker Keel, 8 points for Brock Hackett, 5 points for Hunter Meyer, 2 points for Landon Meany, and 2 points for Cade McElwain, 61 points. They had 52% shooting that first half, 6 of 14 behind the arc, and 5 of 5 at the free throw line, 100%, only 7 turnovers after those couple costly ones in the first quarter.
Let's go to the totals now for Edgewood Colesburg.
Edgewood Colesburg is led by a couple of guys. Caden Cole's got 4, Xander Knipper's got 4, 2 points for Price Rochford, 2 points for Cale Funk, 2 points for Will Wiskus, 1 point for Grady Mather. They have 15 points. They shot 33%, 0 for 2 behind the arc, but 4 of 10 inside, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, so 88%. Again, one of those positives to build upon.
All right, so we get ready to start the second half. We will have a moving clock, so our second half will move along fairly quickly. They had a nice performance here by the dance team, and since that came to an end, well, we've kind of emptied out the gym
We've thinned out a little bit. Everybody's looking at the clock going, well, it's getting late. We're going to head home. But the dance team did a great job performing without their music, by the way. I don't know if you caught that, but their music cut out after a couple of seconds. They just continue to go. They did a great job.
They won some awards, so they've done some good things there, and they had their performance here at the half. But again, because of the lateness of the night, and if you are a JV kid, think about how long this night has been for you.
Well, they left Edco today at 2:30.
So, again, now we're talking reason number 3,475 against quads.
Yep. Those JV kids have been here for a while. They left school early. They've been sitting around, eating at the concession stand, and they're going to be tired tomorrow in class.
Yep, and they got to play tomorrow night. Another quad, right?
Another quad tomorrow night, both of these teams.
So probably going to be a late night, too. So it is MFL MarMac's basketball. Powell at the free throw line, starts the second half, pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Meyer tries to throw up the rebound from the left side. It is no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, but it stays down here with MFL MarMac. So Driscoll, Keel, Powell, Meyer, Blitzbentine, starting 5, and this is just going to be limited minutes the second half. Yeah. Same for Edco with Mather, Wiskus, Caden Cole. Also starting out there is Rochford and Funk. Right side, Meyer tried to bounce it in the lane. The ball deflected out of there, though, and it's picked up by Edco. I think you want to see both these teams continue to play hard. You want to see this MFL MarMac group start the second half just like they started the game.
Yeah, a little enthusiasm here and a little defense.
And here's a steal. Keel takes a one-handed runner. He got caught in the air with nowhere to go, banks it well long from 12 feet away. He wanted to pass it to Powell. Funk back in the offensive end. Wiskus misses the shot. Loose ball knocked out of there. Blitzbentine traveled with the basketball as Blitzbentine and Mather went after it off the right side, but keep it down here with Edco. We've already played 1 minute of our second half.
And that clock's going to continue to run here unless we have some shooting fouls or an injury or a timeout.
And we are hoping to avoid all of that. Rochford on the inbounds to Wiskus in the left sideline. Back over to Caden Cole on the left wing. MFL MarMac has played man-to-man much of this game. Showed a little 1-3-1 just to realize that they're with everybody else in the Upper Iowa Conference. Rochford brings it right side and drives at the elbow. Covered. Looking to go to Funk on the back door, but well covered. Back over to Mather. Good job by Mather coming out of the post to help out, realizing that Rochford was stuck there. Back out on top to Cole. Cole, left side, reach in. Driscoll knocks it away, but Cole able to pick it up, and then the Bulldogs just swarm him and take it away. Blitzbentine leads the break, drives in, knocked away by Rochford, goes out of bounds, and it stays down here with MFL MarMac. Good recovering defense there by Rochford.
Yeah, nice job by Rochford. So can the Upper Iowa Conference get some naming rights for being the official defense of the Upper Iowa Conference?
The 1-3-1, the official.
Some name, image, likeness kickbacks there, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, Mather checks out. Into the ball game there is Xander Knipper. Why not? Everybody plays it in the conference. Here is Keel off the elbow. A little 12-footer just inside the elbow left side. Hits the jump shot. That's our first points of the second half. 63-15, MFL MarMac in the lead. And I mentioned, I think with this MFL MarMac team, you can probably play any type of defense you want and probably look good. And here's a throwaway. As Cole tried to go left side to Rochford, near side overshot him. Turnover gives it back there to MFL MarMac.
Well, and they're really relying on those float passes, and I think the length of MFL MarMac and the quickness to be able to run those down are just something that you can't replicate that in practice.
And across the timeline, it is Driscoll. Driscoll left side to Keel. Keel with it, back out on top. We don't have a game tomorrow night. This would be the reason why. Blitzbentine at the elbow. 15-footer is no good. Keel comes in, gets the weak side rebound, scores the putback. It's a late night for us. We're too old to handle quads and back-to-backs.
Yeah, back-to-back especially.
These young kids, obviously, they can try to love it if they want. I don't know if any of them like it, but Rochford has the ball stolen away by Powell, and Powell is fouled there by Rochford. So MFL MarMac scores a basket there, Parker Keel, and we are almost now 3 minutes plus into our third quarter.
Yeah, that clock is just continuing to run, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here taken by Edco.
They continue to coach. Timeout on the courts. It is the Bulldogs here leading by 50. Let's take this break. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. That's the fourth timeout taken by Edco and Coach Rochford. And again, this is a brand new team. And they scrimmaged against MFL MarMac earlier. Is that right?
They did. Earlier in the season, they scrimmaged, and Coach Olin did a lot of scenario-type work, knowing they had to face each other down the road. But, yeah, just continuing to coach, trying to coach his guys up, try to find some positives again.
And it is again left side blitz. Benteen, deep left corner for three. Got it left side. I would think the starters here for MFL MarMac, this might be their only minutes of the second half.
Yeah, I assume they're going to play about half of this quarter, and that'll be about it. And then we're going to see a lot of subs from their bench for
Cole
sure.
back to Rochford. Rochford drives right side, but there's Keel defensively, steals it away, gets it ahead to Blitz Benteen. He drives in and lays it over the further end, but misses it. Driscoll in midair uses the one hand and just kisses it off the glass off the right side. Halfway through our fourth quarter, they lead by 55.
And Driscoll just kind of floats when he jumps up in the air.
Powell knocks it away from Cole, but Cole picks it back out on top. And they go left side down to Knipker. Knipper drives in. You put it on the floor. The Bulldogs allowed to dig in. Powell loses the basketball as Powell tried to race to the offensive end. And we talk about Powell. Would you say he's about 20 pounds stronger this year?
Yeah. You know, he hasn't lost a step as far as his quickness, and I think he's put on a little bulk. Kudos to the weight program here at MFL MarMac, their BFS, but yeah, he looks even stronger than he was last year.
Inbounds to try to go to Mather. The ball is deflected away, picked up there by Powell. Keel, nice diagonal pass to Blitz Benteen. Catches it, misses the layup, though. And the ball goes out of bounds, slapped away by Driscoll, goes back to Edco. If there's one thing you want to nitpick about tonight, MFL MarMac has made 3 great passes in transition where the guy just didn't finish.
He didn't finish. You can see Blitz Benteen's kind of frustrated with himself. He goes, that was just a great pass, and I just dorked it off the backboard.
He looked to Keel and said, cost you an assist there. Rochford guarded by Powell. Powell just doing a great job moving his feet. And the ball taken away by Meyer. Meyer then tried to throw it ahead, but throws it away. And it's picked up there by Edco and Kelser. Left side, Rochford for 3. Leaves it short. Blitz Benteen gets the rebound off the right side. Then he has the ball deflected out of there by Edco. And that is Kyler Cole who knocked it away. Goes back to MFL MarMac. Funk in. Caden Cole checks out. What you can see from Edco, though, is this is a team that they're not able to defend you like they were last year. You know, MFL MarMac wants to get to what Edco was defensively last year.
Right, but Edco's doing a great job knowing who they are and where they need to be.
Left side, Parker Keel open, left wing for 3, circles around, got it to stay down. They have started the second half on a 12-0 run in the first 6 minutes and lead 73-15. But Edco is going to want to make things a half-court game. Believe it or not, just like they played last year. Meyer reached over the top of Mather. That is, thankfully, just the first whistle on MFL MarMac this second half.
Yeah, just coming across his body, and I don't think it was the lead hand. I think that's the back hand on the guy trying to get that leverage, and that's going to get called every time, and a great officiating crew here tonight. Kramer, Lechtenberg, and Lechtenberg.
Yep, inbounds to Wiskus. They were here early, and they had to wait because of the longer JV games we had earlier. Rochford with it, left side, drives in, spin move, banks it long, left side, rebound pulled down by Wiskus, and they save it on top to Funk. Funk right side for 3, it's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Wiskus. Wiskus somehow manages to get the ball away from everybody, goes to the front of the rim and lays it over. Nice move by Wiskus. But here's Blitz Benteen, drives for the shot. It is up. It is in. Fouled, count the basket. And again, you just can't catch your breath, can you?
You can't. You can't look to your left. You can't take a deep breath or go, what's going to happen next, because it's already going to fly by you. But Did Wiskus dribble that over a player down
I
on
think
this
so.
side and then shoot over him? That was an interesting move.
Blitzbentine to the free throw line, and that completes the three-point play there, so makes it 76-17 as Cole comes in, and that will let Rochford check out here. As this third quarter, the clock has stopped again because we were shooting free throws, only the second foul on Edco. But we are going to enter here the final minute of our third quarter. Cole with it left side, hounded by Powell. Powell just picks it away. Powell's got a fast break opportunity, scores the right-handed layup. By the way, that last basket by Blitzbentine, Driscoll with a heck of a pass.
Yeah, another pass, and finally he goes, thank you for finishing. I get the assist in the scorebook.
And here is Cole. Cole hounded by Powell. Powell, good straight-up defense. I mean, Powell just hasn't used his body, and here's Driscoll just picking it away from Funk. He drives in, misses the layup there. Maybe a little too cute. Tried to lay it over the front of the rim, missed it. And back in the offensive end, Edco throws it away as they tried to, well, they say it actually last touched by MFL MarMac. 30 seconds and counting in our third quarter. Driscoll
just kind of flipping, floating that over the top instead of just going strong, using the glass and finishing.
Yeah, I don't think he can get up enough to dunk it there. Inbounds to Wiskus, deep right corner for three, no good. Blitzbentine gets the rebound, long shots, lead to long rebounds. Blitzbentine tries to dunk it and misses it. It was disrupted, though, by Edco defensively. Bo Kelzer, good job. Right side, Driscoll for three, got it. Driscoll says we won't take the dunk, we'll take the three, and here's Keel, another steal. 5 seconds to go, he flips it up, no good. Powell the rebound, comes down with it, lays it up from the left side, and the third quarter comes to an end, so the Bulldogs blitz again here in the third quarter, well on their way. 83-17, MFL MarMac going to the bench as we go to the fourth. Let's take this break.
As a busy mom, I have challenges keeping my family on track, but appointments for healthcare visits are no longer one of them. Veterans Memorial Hospital has now opened a new clinic and walk-on, so complete care for my entire family is more accessible than ever, and providers care for all ages, so everyone gets the care they need when they need it. It's a welcome addition for busy families like ours and our community. To learn more, go to veteransmemorialhospital.com.
Veterans Memorial.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete and Post Fill, and by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. MFL MarMac led 61-15 at the half, and they outscored Edco 22-2 in our third quarter. Any stats you want to throw along there?
MFL MarMac continues to shoot well. Edco's not shooting terrible, just not getting a lot of shots.
Edco stays with their starting five out there. Funk to Mather. Mather inside, fouled on the floor by Deal. So it is Mather, Funk, Caden Cole, Wiskus, and Rochford. And for MFL MarMac, they have went to the bench, as we mentioned. Meany back into the ball game, along with Hackett, McElwain, Goltz out there, and also out there as well is, who am I missing? I'm missing Deal. There we go. That's the deal. Inbounds to Wiskus in the deep right corner. Back to Mather, deflected out of there. Loose ball in the court, picked up there by MFL MarMac. So the Bulldogs going deeper to their bench to start the quarter. Pass ahead, intercepted by Caden Cole. Drives in right side, blocking call there on, once again, Hackett. What was our shooting in the third quarter?
For the Vikings, they were 1 for 6. They hit a two-pointer. For the Bulldogs, they were 9 of 19 and 1 of 1 from the free throw line.
All right, so our clock continues to move. We will not be done by 10 o'clock tonight, by the way.
We will not, but
despite the fact we have a moving if I want to see, if you're Edco here, you want to continue to see them run the offense. And here's Rochford outside the right block area, moves over, outside the lane, hits the jump shot, stop and pop shot from the outside.
Yeah, nice finish there by Rochford, good jump stop.
And across the timeline, Edco has played nothing but 2-3 zone throughout, and they stay in that. Hackett to McElwain, high post area with Deal. Deal back over to Hackett, and I believe a reach-in foul committed there by Edco. Hackett was open at the top of the key. He had a couple of threes in the first half.
He did. He had a couple of threes and a two. He had 8 points in that first half.
All right, Edco going into their bench a little deeper as Wiskus checks out along with Cole. They'll bring, actually also checking out is Funk, and I believe one more will be coming out. Number 55,
That's
Kane
Kane
Oland, a 6'4 junior, makes his first appearance. Mather checks out as Knipper comes in. Also coming in is number 32 back into the ballgame, Kyler Cole. Rochford stays in there, and then number 10 coming into the ballgame is...
I know that guy. That's Dakota Hammond.
Dakota Hammond, a 5'8 junior. Left side shot taken by somebody for MFL MarMac.
That was Ethan Goltz with the 3, and a little short on that
Rebound pulled down there by Edco. So good to see some kids here. Let's see if they get in the scoring column. I know your boy hit a shot in the JV game
he
tonight.
He did hit a shot. Nice air shot there.
Goltz drives in left side, misses the runner. Rebound by tied up there. Rochford tied up there along with Meany. It is a jump ball, and it stays down here. So both teams with 3 fouls. Let's stay out of the bonus here. That would be good.
They keep playing clean, but keep attacking, keep trying to improve upon some things, and staying in their 2-3 zone here.
Rochford checks out. Kelzer comes in. Inbounds. They go to Deal, and Deal is fouled. He's caught it inside the right block. But again, he got inside the bottom line defense, and they are going to get Deal 2 free throws there. So he's fouled on the inbounds.
Well, and you know that they've been running this all night long, so some adjustments that have to be made by these young guys for the Vikings of knowing he's coming across, get around that screen before it gets
free
there.
Throw by Deal. It is good. And again, this is, you got subs in for Edco, but you want to say the same thing. You want to see them continue to do the little things. Second free throw, good by Deal. Makes them both 85-19 is our score. So the Bulldogs are on their way to a 3-0 start, playing Turkey Valley tomorrow night. Edco gets North Lynn. Meanwhile, driving in the lane, Kelzer loses the basketball, takes a tough contested shot. Middle of the lane, 8 feet away, no good. Deal gets the rebound. And again, they want to get out and get going. They're not going to wait. Deal steps into a 3, right side left open. It's no good. Rebound corralled to the left there, and actually to the right side, and it is picked up by
Xander
Knipper.
Knipper, yeah.
After this ball game, we're going to try to do a quick post-game show. Try to get the coaches up here quick. Knipper drives in, little runner facing the basket, no good. Rebound by McElwain. And they get it ahead to Meany. Meany ahead of the pack, rolls back left side, uses that big right hand, banks it up and in. Meany, good job getting back to in front of the basket. 87-19.
And I assume these 5 and a couple of subs will be the ones that finish out here in this fourth quarter.
Backdoor, the ball deflected out of there. It bounces into the hands of McElwain. McElwain back right side to Goltz in the corner. Goltz right side, going to fire up another 3, wedged it short. Meany gets the rebound, takes a little step hook right side, no good. Hackett comes over the back, slaps the rebound out of there. To McElwain for 3, left side, got it from just off the top of the key, left side. And the substitutions here continue. Shot is good. Clock continues to move. Hackett checks out. I believe McElwain will stay in. Number 12 into the ballgame, Carter Lightfoot, a 5'8 freshman. Deal checks out. Also into the ballgame is number 20, Jaron Willie, a 5'11 sophomore, makes his first appearance. And also Edco has brought in number 44, Jake Schilling. So everybody getting to play tonight. Only thing left to decide is the final score. Loose ball picked up by MFL MarMac. McElwain back right side to Goltz. Driving right-handed layup. No good. Rimmed out of there. Meany the rebound. Fouled on the putback with 3:27 to go. Another foul committed there by the subs. And it will be Meany to the free throw line for 2.
And the taller Meany in there easily getting those rebounds, but getting hounded every time he touches that ball.
Meany, we mentioned 6'5" and a sophomore. Free throw, it is good. The one thing you talk about MFL MarMac, Hunter Meyer starts at the post for them, and he's 6'2", but they lack that true post player. Free throw there by Meany is short, but you realize they may have him if they develop. Left side, Goltz, deep left corner for 3, no good. McElwain the rebound, scores the putback from the left side. Bulldogs have put up 93. Now the only question is, I think, can they get to 100 here? And you expect these guys to continue to work hard, and they're getting their opportunities to get in the scoring column. Right side, that is again, jump shot by Knipper, 15 feet away, misses it. Rebound by MFL MarMac. McElwain cherry picking back at the other end, tracks the ball down, comes back inbounds, establishes position, goes over to Lightfoot. His jumper from the elbow, it is good, 15 feet away. And the young freshman into the scoring column for MFL MarMac.
And he has a nice shot. We watched him in the JV game, very smooth, a lot like Driscoll when he elevates.
Knipper, right side, back on over on the wing here. They go to Kyler Cole, right side for 3, got it from the right wing, and puts the Vikings there at the 22-point total. Back offensively ahead of the pack. MFL MarMac intercepted by Schilling, and the offensive end, and he's fouled there by McElwain as Schilling brought it back into the offensive end. Only the 4th foul by MFL MarMac. Please, let's stay out of the bonus, both these teams.
Stay out of the bonus, keep playing clean defense here and get after it. And here comes Bo Kelzer checking back in for Xander Knipper. So we've got a bunch of subs on the court here for the Vikings.
And the far sideline is where Edco takes it out of bounds with Kyler Cole. Cole inbounds, knocked away by McElwain, so we'll move farther down the stage area on the far side and go inside. 2 minutes left in our fourth quarter. If you want, you can start adding things up, and it looks to me, I look over your score sheet, you have started to do that.
I have started, you bet.
Back out on top, it is again Kelzer. Kelzer right side now to, again, Kyler Cole. Try to go in the lane, overshot Schilling, picked up there. Here's Lightfoot leading the break. Nice bounce pass to McElwain, catches it, scores the right hand lip. No, it's off the back of the rim. I had it down, but he missed it off the back of the rim. Schilling fouled in the backcourt in a reach-in foul committed there by number 20, and that is Jaron Willie, the sophomore. And if you judge by the reaction of Willie, he has no idea that was a foul. No.
That was a foul,
I think
young
he's
man.
shocked.
That was a foul.
And a inbounds back right side down to Schilling. Schilling on the right block.
Score
Takes
this.
the shot over Meany. Just misses it. Meany altered the shot. Meany gets the rebound ahead to McElwain. Back left side. Gold threading left-hand layup. Missed it. Trying to follow it up was Meany, but he could not finish it. We go to a minute left in our fourth quarter. And it is Schilling across the timeline. Pass intercepted there by Willie. Willie, left side, actually goes right side to Lightfoot. Scores the right-handed layup. They're at 97 right now with 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MFL MarMac scored the first 18 points of this basketball game. Back right side. Get to Olin there, trying to post up in the left block, but losing the basketball is Cole. Picked out of there, but I believe Lightfoot had the ball knocked away with 35 seconds left in the fourth.
And I think if you're Edco, you don't want him to get to 100, but I think all the MFL MarMac faithful are looking for a three right here.
And 30 seconds left. Right side, Goltz is going to take the three, but it's blocked by Cole. Good job there. Goltz got the rebound, brings it right wing. 15-footer, no good. Schilling gets the rebound. Good hustle there by the defense. Kyler Cole brings it across the timeline with 15 seconds to go. And back left side, picked up by Lightfoot. Lightfoot brings it across the timeline. Let's see if Lightfoot's going to take a deep three left side from about 25 feet away, but aired it out. And the ball goes out of bounds, and Edco does not have to inbounds it, and the game will come to an end. MFL MarMac not looking past Edco at all. They scored the game's 18 points. They set the tone early. They led by 46 at the half. They win this ball game by 75. 97-22. Bulldogs 3-0. Vikings fall to 0-3. A quick break. Game totals. Quick post-game show coming up next from KCTN Sports.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Viking Bulldog Basketball is brought to you in part by Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Blooms Flowers, Gifts, and more in Edgewood, Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. RGK Portable Building, serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Bacon Concrete and Post Fill, and by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Welcome back here on this late night in Monona. MFL MarMac wins 97-22. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. And a coach, again, I think this ball game tonight, this is what you were looking for. Get a quick start, get a lead, let's leave no doubt.
Yeah, defensively we got after it right away, created a lot of turnovers. Got a lot of easy baskets and got it rolling from there.
All right, you came out man-to-man. Did we see a little 1-3-1 there?
Yeah, we've played that off and on this year a little bit, so yes.
And are we going to bring back the animal defense at some point?
We'll see. That's not in as of now.
All right, let's talk about offensively, though. Obviously, the quickness there, this is what shows you guys have what? I think a total of 6 guys that score 8 more points, points in this ball game. Let's start with your guards. Zach Driscoll had 21 points. To lead you, let's start there.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, he's just fortunate enough to be in situations where he gets the ball where he can score, you know, and the kids just do a great job of sharing the basketball, and everybody gets looks, and he got more than most tonight.
Yeah, hit a couple of threes there to kind of extend it to a 16-point lead to start. Carver Blitz-Benteen had 17 points for you. Wyatt Powell had 10 points for you as well. Parker Keel with 9. So, again, your starters there, good numbers.
Yep, good numbers, and we missed a lot of layups there too, you know, and you know, a couple of those guys could have had more than that, but we do a good job of sharing the basketball. The kids really work hard defensively, and that allows us to get out and run and get some easy buckets.
You know, the other thing is, you went to the bench, and you had, Bryce Steele had 11 points off the bench there. Hackett had 8 points off the bench. McElwain had 7 points off the bench. But I think you liked the effort that those guys played with.
Yeah. I expect them to play the same effort the starters do, and they've bought into it, and they, you know, you saw it tonight. They play hard, and they share the basketball, and I got 4 or 5 kids that can come off the bench and put the ball in the hole.
You know, the one thing we talk about your team is maybe not a lot of size.
Yeah.
But that might be something you guys have to deal with at some point.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to deal with that at some point, but I like our quickness, and I like our competitive attitude, and I like our toughness. We got a lot of toughness with those kids out there, and a lot of that's from football, you know.
Sure.
You know, they're not afraid of contact, and we're going to use that to our benefit.
Well, even the third quarter, I mean, you guys had a big lead there, and you worry about, well, how do you come out the second half? But I think that 8-minute stretch with those guys there says something about that group.
Oh, yeah, and we've talked about that, 2 or 3 times already this year, that we need to come out of the locker room ready to play, and every time we step on the floor, we are looking to get better, and that's kind of the theme right now.
All right, Turkey Valley tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, big one at Turkey tomorrow night. They're pretty veteran group. They got 4 or 5 guys back that have played a lot of basketball the past 2 or 3 years, so we're going to be ready to play.
Probably see a 1-3-1.
I'm guessing. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you Friday night in the ball game against Postal. Should be an earlier night then, perhaps, right?
I
Friday night?
I hope so. We'll see.
Anyway, good. Congratulations. We'll catch up with you guys.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn talking things over there about his Bulldog team. Let's just continue on our post-game show here. We're joined by Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start with MFL MarMac.
For MFL MarMac, a lot of scoring tonight. Wyatt Powell with 10 points. Zach Driscoll with 21 points. Carver Blitz-Benteen with 17. Parker Keel with 9. Bryce Steele, 11 off the bench. 8 for Brock Hackett off the bench. Hunter Meyer with 5 points. Carter Lightfoot with 4. 5 points for Landon Meany and 7 points for Cade McElwain. 97 points tonight put up by the Bulldogs. They shot 46% tonight, 10 of 24 behind the arc, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, only 14 turnovers, but they caused a whole lot more for Edco. Tonight, scoring for the Vikings, Will Wiskus had 4 points, Kyler Cole with 3 points, Cade Cole with 4, Price Rochford, with 4. 2 points for Cale Funk, 4 points for Xander Knipper, Grady Mather with 1 point, 22 points for the Vikings. They shot 29%. They were 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 88%. But they had those 46 turnovers, all caused by that Bulldog defense.
And again, for Edco, it's trial by fire. You're thrown right into the fire to start this season with the schedule that you guys have, and especially these 4 nights basically in a row. When you looked at the schedule, you're like, we're facing tall teams. We're facing experienced teams that may very well be ranked in the top 10, teams to start this season. So this is about growing and learning early this season.
It is. You talk about Cal Wheat, they started with, I don't know if they had anybody under 6 foot when they have to start the game. They had a 6'10" guy to start, which Edco doesn't have a lot of height to deal with that. Then you turn around and you have to face Alburnett, who's one of the tougher teams in the conference. Then you have this non-conference matchup on a Monday night, which is great. They had a great matchup last year. Edco came out on top of it down there in Edgewood. But then you got to face them with everybody back and you losing 13 seniors. So this is a rough game. And then tomorrow night, you got to go play Northland, and everybody knows the Northland name, and everybody knows what they bring. So it's been a rough stretch, but I think there's some positives. There's some things they're going to take away from this. It's not all for lost.
Learning, taking steps forward. I think that's the big key for Edgewood Colesburg, surviving this early stretch, because you have some ball games that you're going to have be competitive in and have some opportunities as the season unwinds there. So you want to continue to improve, because this is a brand new team this season of facing an experienced team like MFL MarMac. 97-22, that's your final score. Quick break. Still hoping to talk with Coach Justin Oland when our postgame show continues or concludes after this.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Welcome back here to Monona. Post-game show continues 97-22 as we wrap up our late night here tonight as MFL MarMac improves to 3-0 on the season. Again, the other finals tonight, the Clayton Ridge girls defeated Starmont tonight 56-39. Clayton Ridge boys over Starmont 65-31. Maquoketa Valley boys beat Central tonight 64-44. The game of the night was the MFL MarMac girls beating Edco in overtime 69-66. We're joined by Edco basketball coach Justin Olin. Coach, first off here, again with the young team, able to take some timeouts there and just trying to settle some things down with your team early, right?
Yeah, I mean, and this is a way different speed of a basketball game than what these guys have ever seen. You know, the last couple of games have been really experienced teams that play a high octane run and gun, kind of what we've played in previous years. It's just fast for us right now. We're getting better at slowing it down and trying to see what's going on. It's just going to take a little bit of time and experience and just getting those reps in. And like I told the boys, I said, hey, seeing these teams right now will pay dividends a little later because the game's going to slow down and we're going to see those things that we're looking for and give ourselves that opportunity.
And the schedule becomes a little more favorable, or at least some opportunities there that I think you guys continue to look forward to.
Oh, yeah. There's some nice matchups coming up for us. Right now, we're just kind of into the buzzsaw of our schedule here. We knew it was going to be difficult. We're just trying to get better each night. And I was really happy with the guys. We never felt sorry for ourselves. We just kept plugging away, trying to do the things we need to do, do them better. And, they battled. I thought we played hard.
I think effort, and I think that's where it's got to start for this team, right? You want to see that effort night in, night out, your kids playing hard.
Yeah, and I mean, and if you can have effort when you're just getting throttled, and stuff, and you continue to play hard and you continue to play with each other and work on getting better, that shows a lot of good things are going to happen as we continue to get used to playing together, as we continue to be able to execute things and get get into more of what we want. You know,
Sure.
we still are a little slow on some defensive rotations. We got to get better at making those exchanges and doing those things. But these guys want to learn, and they're very coachable, and we're going to get better as the year goes on.
Oh, I think absolutely. I think that's going to be the case there. But I know a quick turnaround, so we're not going to take you too long here because it's a quick turnaround. And another good team you play tomorrow night.
Yeah, like I told him, I said, well, we've seen the speed, so it's going to be very similar. And, you know, the things that they do are pretty much what we've seen the last 2 nights. And it's not like we're not kind of semi-prepared for it. We just we can't turn the ball over to the front of it as much as what we have and just let them just, you know, pop us right out of the gate. We got to try to hang in there just a little bit better than we did tonight and see where it gets us.
All right. It'll be interesting to see the improvement. We'll see you in a couple of weeks against Starmont. You guys got guys headed to the bus there, so I think we probably need to let you guys go. Anyway, thanks for joining us here, and good luck to you guys.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for covering us, you guys.
Betcha. Edco basketball coach Justin Olin talking things over there about his Viking team as they drop this decision tonight. Coach Hammond, let's get your final thoughts before we get out of here tonight.
We talked about the MFL boys being what we thought they were going to be, and they took care of business tonight. We'll see how they bounce back and play a game again tomorrow night against Turkey Valley. For the girls' game, I was impressed by the Edco girls. The fight that they had, the way they battled back, made that a ball game, had a chance to win it there, had a couple of shots. And I think MFL MarMac maybe looked past them a little bit, wasn't sure what to expect with them. And I think losing Brooklyn Moon, they've got to regroup a little bit and fill some gaps, and some girls are going to have to step up. But they're still making strides and continuing.
And they did a nice job of regrouping after losing that double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, regrouped and end up winning in overtime. That was the game of the year so far. 69-66, your final score. MFL MarMac beat Edco. We're taking tomorrow night off. Why? Because it's 10:20 here on this Monday nights. And we knew that you kind of run into these long doubleheaders there. That's a lot for old guys like us. We'll see you Friday night, Coach.
I'll be there.
MFL MarMac at Postville. Chalk Talk begins at 5:45. Girls game time at 6:15 with the boys game to follow. For, once again, Kaylee Baker, I'm Dan Barnes. Kaylee was our camera operator tonight. Late night for her, too. Also, Aaron Hammond. Thanks to Zach Soto for running our studio show. I'm Dan Barnes. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlight scores, and more, go to KCTN.com. Click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo.